All right. Are you good, Joe? I will start our recap. Let me know.
Yeah, I'll maybe be on my phone until Discord works out, but I'm in Roll20 and D&D Beyond and stuff, so
Okay,
go ahead.
perfect. Okay, recording is done. I can hear myself. All right, I will bring this back up. Nope, that's Discord. All right, so our session started off with Porthos going over what happened the day Sabryn's brother was saved. He was forced into being some sort of part of some sort of ritual that was trying to turn him into some sort of thrall for Milady. She herself was getting some sort of red tattoo on her freshly shaved head, but luckily she died before the ritual was completed and Chorus was saved. There was a chance you guys could have went to that, and it would have been very, very fun. He then produced said tattoo on a freshly scalped head and handed them a burnt note that was found. Ben rolled an @20 history roll and got a few bit more memories back. He had seen this tattoo before, 3,500 years ago, on a red wizard of Thay. But he kept this to himself. I don't think he still has told anybody yet. The rest of the party were then asked to keep an eye out for trouble, as the note stated that this new sect of Vox, that called themselves Zolvox, might be hidden around here to cause trouble for the meeting. But he did have a few extra people hanging around just in case. Tooth was then just asked by the Lady Tandrin to help be her guard for a bit as she walks the grounds and look around at what's going on. The rest of the party wanted to find Alethir to find out about all the castle's defenses. So Tooth left and our party found Alethir near the entrance, and you all went into his lovely magical mansion and had a chat. You found out that it was highly enchanted to keep both the audience and circus performers safe from harm, as there's a lot of magic in their act. It's mostly illusions and small dazzling lights, because there are a few small explosions from time to time, but it should suffice. Also, the castle is warded to help find lost children, so alarms should go off if people are in areas they should not be. Sabryn wanted a more detailed list of the castle, so he told her he would get it soon. You all then were told again that a lot of the people here will be asking you a lot of questions about why you were chosen to be ambassadors, seeing as you have absolutely zero training. Apparently, most of the population, especially those in charge, are quite skeptical about all of you. This, of course, didn't sit well with all of you, but then nothing really could be done about it. But thankfully, you only have 3 days, and hopefully most of this will blow over. From here, Talos was taken to the teleportation tower to gain another place to come back if you ever needed to. You were also shown 4 arches in the tower that went to other areas of Lunara. Brandon forgot to deal with them. I'll do them later. Alethir then turned to Talos and asked him what the fuck happened to Francisco. Talos just finally clued in and go, oh, he's now not the only person who remembers Francisco as a tiefling, and filled him in. After he's filled in, the teleportation circle lit up, and Talos was introduced to the King of Windkeep, the dwarf who exiled Tooth. The rest of the party then hit up Pip Thistlefoot, the halfling tea-reading, fortune teller, and keeper of the last remaining cards of the deck of many things. Here things again went bad for Francisco. The tea reading told him somebody is still out there hunting him, and then he pulled the Talon card, which disintegrated all his magical items, leaving him in his underwear, with the rest of his items scattered about the floor. Sabryn then decided to still pull a card herself, and she pulled the Balance card, which shifted her alignment. At one point in time, I thought Tooth was going to pull a card, and had that happened, you would have went from lawful good to chaotic evil. That would have been fun. There was a moment when you'd almost pulled a card, and had you rolled, your alignment shift would have really happened badly that day if you pulled that card. It also,
God.
Francisco at the time would have went to lawful good, so it would have been entertaining. Tooth and Talos then caught up with the rest of the group, and Tooth saw his king in the distance and ran inside and hid in the tent. We have 4 cards remaining, and that is where we are picking up. So, Tooth, you scramble inside this tiny little tent with everybody in it. Pip is kind of like staring around. Francisco's on the ground picking up the remainders of his dignity.
Did I understand incorrectly that was Windkeep invited to participate in this? Does anybody know that?
I don't think he was initially. From what I overheard moments before he came through the circle, someone has vouched for him. Someone that we have given a contract to contract to come here. I did not catch who.
That's all right. That's King Huldrick. I don't hold anything against him, but my concern is the murmurs, sometimes louder than murmurs, that I've been hearing here about us being unqualified, and I'm worried that there might be some actual issue with the king of Windkeep having to interact with an exiled Windkeep dwarf. It's not done. I don't want to hurt our chances, is it.
Pip's just literally staring at you. Tooth, are you okay? Like, what? This has been a lot, guys. What's going on? Do you need anything?
No more cards, please. Can the cards be done?
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty sure no one here wants to... Francisco, you okay, bud? Yeah, no, okay. Right. You guys have a lot to do. Yeah, I'll clean up.
Yeah. Thank you.
She literally, like, puts the cards away, and then immediately, like, turns, like, looks around and goes, I'm trying, no, you can hide here if you want to, but, I do kind of, need to get back to some tea reading. But feel free if you want to take a few minutes. Francisco looks like he's almost picked all his stuff up.
No, I don't want to hide from anything, but Talos, I'm sorry, what, to the best of what you understood, what capacity is he here in? Is he a decision maker? Is he going to be sitting with the rest?
To the best of my understanding, someone who we've okayed and given like the contract to has vouched for them.
And
I don't know if they can make decisions based on it, but I'm pretty sure they will be sitting in and listening.
Right.
This point, Sabryn's just gonna... She's just gonna say, he's out of his jurisdiction. You don't have to do anything you don't want to there, Tooth.
No, listen, I'm gonna, first of all, Francisco, do you need to, like, I have this cape, that was one of the things that I got, that, kind of helps with some stealth, and do you want that? It's pretty rough what just happened to you here.
You can have this. Ben, I'll hand you the Rada Mercurial form. It'll turn into any weapon.
I'll take it. Fucking bullshit. Fucking cards. Freaking.
Yeah,
no more
sorry,
gambling.
Francisco. Coming from you, that's...
Today.
I'm proud of you.
No more gambling today.
Never mind then.
Do we need to fuck up this?
No.
Whoever? Okay.
No. I need to make that clear now. No. My concern is I don't want to hurt these negotiations by him seeing me. I need to go talk to him and just clear the air and But anyway, take this cape, all right? Wrap it around yourself or something.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm standing there in my underwear with a cape now on me.
You also, out of Sabryn would definitely, out of the bag, hand you your outfit from the Fae.
I was wearing my outfit from the Fae.
Oh, sorry,
so
that's
that's
right.
gone.
Right. No.
I have regular clothes that I'm
Did
gonna be putting on. So
right. Technically, it's magical. So yes, that would have went.
yeah, the
right.
only thing that survived was frostbite.
Yeah. Oh, and oddly enough, you guys haven't really. Just as a reminder, when you first met Abigail, she also all gave you a gift just in case you had an issue leaving from anyone of the courtless. You all have a ring you were given from her. That did not get destroyed. That one is still
Okay,
on your
yeah,
finger.
that was like a communication ring or something, right?
Nope, none of you have used it or figured out what they are. The entire campaign, 30 sessions, you've had them on your finger the entire time.
Nice.
I thought they were just for show.
Nope. You still
think
think they are. You've never really done anything or checked them.
What's
But
that
you
cake?
have that.
Was that the Inkwake cake?
Mm-hmm.
Cake? Okay.
And then Tooth will also hold out this great axe that he used to use to you. I don't know if this doesn't seem like you, but
I'm okay, Tooth. Thank you.
Yeah. Alrighty.
I can't use that shit.
No, I get it. But yeah,
Paladin,
good luck,
you
man.
might now.
I'm gonna.
I don't know. I think you get more stuff being a paladin.
So I can actually use it like as
That's
a
what I thought.
paladin, Francisco.
Yes. He's never
So,
But if you picked it up, you would almost feel like you know the how to.
Yeah.
It's just like it's going to take a little bit of learning, but you do technically are proficient with it now.
Yeah, I'm proficient with everything now, I think.
But the aspect of it is a little weird. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, and the rod right there is gonna let Francisco play with things.
Yep.
So because I have a couple ideas of what I can try for Francisco.
Okay. Yeah, like Saint doesn't have a lot in her character sheet that I don't think she would give up. The boots of the Winterlands, maybe, if you want a pair of boots. She's not going to give you her tattoo. The bracers of flying daggers, maybe, but I think they're better for her.
Nah, not Francisco. Like I said, I think, in all seriousness, because I've got a normal breastplate. So until Francisco can actually get some good armor and, like I said, the Rod of Mercurial form, perfect RP moment for me. So,
perfect.
Plus, we can tell you to stop playing with your rod.
True.
Where's that water spray gif?
I'll take that out of Ben's inventory. Perfect.
Talos might give you his life. Was it life well? What's it called?
Oh yeah, that tattoo. That's a neat.
Yeah, life well tattoo. He's not really gotten much use out of it.
Okay.
And you've lost a lot of tattoos, so.
Yeah, the only tattoos that he pretty much now has,
all the rest of them.
The one that the triplets did on your back, that would still be there, but all the magical ones are gone.
Tooth also gives you a potion of healing, and yeah, he kind of turns to to leave the tent and go in the direction that Talos indicates of where to address the king.
Perfect. I will take perception roll, and literally as soon as you leave, you all see the lovely skull of Alaundo pop in and goes, "Hi guys, what's going on? There's a big stink going on outside." And at this point, Pip screams, and just starts going, nope, nope, nope. And she immediately like waves a hand. You see her entire tent get turned into like a little carrying case, and she runs the fuck away. Sorry! I do that to people. Francisco. I felt something weird. What the fuck did you do? I don't swear a lot because usually I'm around kids, but what the...
I didn't do anything. Freaking bullshit. Took my stuff. Then it got rid of my tattoos. Like, my tattoos are missing.
Extreme strip poker.
Ah! I've seen that once. Entertaining day. Okay, well, you got your health. Right. Nope, just, I'm mingling. I seen you guys here, you're kind of hiding and, wanted to check in on you. If you need anything, you let me know. I can't do a lot, but I can keep an eye
Need
eye
weapon
out.
and armor smith.
Here. Good luck, Bester and Braxis. I'll see you guys later. He just scoots away.
If you're willing to keep an eye out, could you keep an eye out on Tooth? I get the sense he's going to walk into something that he may struggle.
Sure. Dude, what was your perception you rolled? Sorry.
23.
23, beautiful. You notice that they're pretty much keeping to themselves, like looking around. They're kind of like shying away from the Lady Tandrin, who has tried to talk to them a few times, but didn't really seem wanting to talk to her. They're just kind of like staring at each other, looking around and talking to each other for the most part. But there's 3 of them. I'll take a quick history roll, please.
History.
With advantage, because you do know these people. I'll make them a little bit bigger in Roll20 for you, too. These are the 2 main ones. I don't think you'd know. The other one's just a generic picture, because I can't remember where I have his actual picture. With advantage, so 1 more.
Is 14.
Okay, perfect. Well, you definitely see King Haldrick Stormforged III. It's been 20 years. You'd be able to tell he's little haggard. Not walking as probably quick as he could. A little bit more of a gut. But for a dwarf, he looks like he's aged 50 years-ish instead of 20. Beside him, you would know to be the High Thane Borgrim Ironmantle, who is pretty much the head of his elite guard. But it's the other one, the other dwarf. So the king's in pretty much like his ceremonial garb, and doesn't have any weapons on him. The High Thane is definitely decked out in dwarven plate mail, big ass warhammer at his side. The other one is an older dwarf, white, long beard, not much hair, in like you would know to be like council robes. And you would know him he would have been there during your exile. He would have been standing beside the king, talking to him most of the time. He is Morgan Ironshade, Armin's grandfather, and head of the council, and pretty much he's the voice of the king in court.
All right. Yeah, and Tooth is he's making his approach.
Did you want anyone to go with you? Because Sabryn told me she would go with you if you immediately went up to him. She don't trust this fucker.
Tooth is not going to deny any company. I mean, he's going to ask everybody at least once or twice to not go with him. But if somebody's if Sabryn is persistent, Tooth is not as persistent as Sabryn is. So, I mean, Tooth is going to make his approach open to being seen, walking towards them, he has his head fairly down.
Okay.
but he's approaching.
Anyone else going with them? Okay.
No. Send Undo.
Okay. So Alaundo,
He's important. And he can back up that Tooth is important.
he knows things. That's the important part. Okay. So you, Sabryn, and Alaundo start heading towards your former king, guard, and council advisor. You are almost immediately, like as soon as you start walking there, you get all three of them look at you, and you see Iron Shade just point and goes, "There he is! You, we need a word. Come here and speak to your former king."
Tooth is going to slightly turn to Sabryn and say, "Please
You don't need to bow to him.
trust me.
Yeah, that's fine. You just don't
Trust
need
me
to bow.
and don't say anything." I understand.
That's hard. But okay. She's going to give you
Understand.
guidance.
Thanks.
Actually, what does she have? Does she have enhance ability? Because she probably would do that to you. She does.
But he is going to like turn and like briefly like hold her hand basically, and then
Okay.
turn back around and walk forward while looking at Iron Shade.
Perfect. You have enhance ability for charisma, sir.
Okay. Lovely.
Yeah. She's going to give you... What is this one here? Eagle Splendor. Advantage on charisma checks.
Ooh. That is very crucial.
Yep.
Great. Alrighty.
As soon as you were brought up between the king, Iron Shade is pretty much just gonna like immediately like walk in front of him, and then you're gonna see Iron Mantles look at Iron Shade and walk in front of him. Orion, nice to see you again. The king has a few questions, and you're just gonna hear like Iron Shade's trying to push him out of the way, and he's just gonna go, "I need to check him first, as per protocol. You." Good to see you. Are you okay? And then, like, Iron Shades, like, pushes him a lot to the point where Iron Mantles bumps into you. And can I have a quick perception roll with advantage, please, sir?
That's really bad. That's a 10.
Okay. You don't see it, but you definitely, like, his hand comes right here, and you feel him put something down your shirt. And then, like, immediately goes up. "Oh, sorry. I told you don't push me." As you know, this is Morgan Ironshade. He's the King's counsel and advisor. And I will reintroduce you to the King. My lord, my King, Orion, Vogdenstuhl. The same one that you've seen on the paper. Yes, same one. The King's, like, nodding, going, "Oh, Iron. It's been, what, 6 years? Five or 6 years? I think?" They're going to see the other two go, "Oh, no, it's been 20 years, sire. He's the one who..." and then Iron Shade's going to pop forward and goes, "He's the one we exiled because of what he did to my grandson." And the king goes, "Oh, that was right. I understand. Orion, you should have called us and let us know that this meeting was going. Why didn't you? Did you forget your old king?"
No, sir. I just wanted to come forward and reintroduce myself. I'm here with a group of companions, and we were chosen as the ambassadors to Lunara.
You've come a long way then. Good for you.
Yes, sir. We had a very specific scope of folks we were allowed, we had a list, and You were not on it, sir.
Well, I should be on it. I am king. I don't know why my name would not be on the top of the list. Why am I not on the list, Iron Man? Iron Shade. I got Iron Mantles and Iron Shade. I did this to myself. It's dwarves. Come on.
I don't know, sir.
At this point, Iron Shade's just going to say, "That's okay, my king. I know exactly what this young man is talking about, and I will inform you again tonight. Why don't you go and enjoy whatever those kids are doing over there? I know you enjoy kids." Iron Mantles just looks at Iron Shade and goes, "We have other business to attend to, sir. My king, I think this discussion could be done a little later, but I will tend to it for you. I know it's been a long journey coming here. We still have not gotten to our quarters yet. So, Morgan, why don't you take him there? I will be right behind you to make sure it is secure." Morgan just kind of looks at you. He's like been staring daggers a little bit at you, friend, at Tooth, but he's also like looking up and down at Sabryn. And, like, as soon as he sees Alaundo, who's been, like, hiding behind Sabryn, he just, like, "You. Great. The dead one's here." You just see Alaundo come, like, pretty much right up beside you and go, "Yeah, Tooth here's a great guy. You should be extremely proud of what he has accomplished." And Sabryn's gonna, like, pat you on the back and go, "We all are, even if you're not." And the king just goes, "Right. Well, I hope your negotiating skills are up to par, because I'm a pretty good negotiator there, too." Or Orion, which one is it? I forget.
Sir,
This is not... You would be able to tell in 20 years, his mental capacity's not where it should be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tooth is a little surprised, and he says, "Sir, I lost the right to my my name when I was exiled. I am Tooth."
You're still a dwarf, though, right?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
you see him, like, straight up a little and go, "Act like one, then. Doesn't matter where you're from, son. You're still a dwarf. That's important." And then, like, shakes his head a little and goes, "Where are we going again?" Iron Shade just goes, "We'll go to your quarters, sir. I think you need a rest. It's been a trying day." And then they just stop talking to you and walk away. Sabryn just kind of looks at you and goes, "Is that normal?"
No, the king is not as he was. For the other one, yes.
Alaundo's just like staring daggers at the back of them leaving, going, "I don't like it. I'm on it. I'll keep an eye out." Weird.
Above table, did I have any relationship with the High Thane? Is this somebody who?
No. The
no.
High Thane is someone you would pretty much just... He's always at the... So the king and queen are there. They always have their council that is present. 12 dwarves that are pretty much of a variety of different ages. They each, like most councils, like one deals with or one deals with. So they're like all the aspects of the keep itself, the council, and the king decide on what's important. So it's basically, they're all telling him what to do, like what needs to be done, the king decides. Iron Shade, his entire family line, has been with the council for a long time. Exactly how long, you're not too sure with that role. But you know that the Iron Shade, at least Morgan, has been the king's council since before you were born.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like almost since before, like, would have taken council when your father was born.
As
he's at
as
least, he
the
looks to be like 400.
oh wow,
Yeah, he's an old dwarf.
jeez.
Crusty old
I guess
bastard.
as the king and Morgan are leaving, I'm going to like pat my chest. Do I have something around my neck right now? Do I have something in my shirt?
Feels like you have a letter that has been pressed inside of you
Okay.
by Iron Mantles.
And now the High Thane is still standing there. He's remained here and is just standing alone.
No, he pretty much, as soon as they left,
He
he
left.
just kind of goes like this, turns around, and then goes.
Right. Tooth is going to nod and make his way back to the group and kind of hold this out and say, well, we got it out of the way. I don't think we're going to have trouble, or maybe I should wait until I read this. Higher up, called the High Thane, he gave me this in secret. And Tooth is going to open up this letter.
I put it in Discord for you.
Sweet.
I've already given the girls this, so they already know about it.
Would you like me to read it? Or
absolutely.
Kind of,
At least the first part first.
Orion, I hope this letter finds you well, but please do not read it out loud.
You could read it out loud just for the people listening, but yes.
Yeah. If you can find somewhere safe away from prying eyes and other means, I beg of you to do so now. Please forgive the High Thane for giving you this the way he did. He's a devout soldier and a friend of my father's.
Are you going to keep going through this, or are you going to find somewhere away from prying eyes?
Oh. So Tooth is going to, I guess, quick insight roll. Was there
so you're technically still in the circus area, so there's a lot of people here.
Okay. And then I guess the insight I'm rolling, it's a 12 insight for what's going on with the Aluundo Iron Shade thing? Like why was there familiarity there?
Not a lot of people know about Aluundo. He is more of a ghost story people tell, that if you go to the Muna library, he's like a haunted spirit that will tell you things. A lot of people don't know really, unless you're from Muna. He's visited the sanctuary a few times and did a couple of classes and lessons there, so he's known, but not seen. So for him to be floating out here, a floating skull made out of magic is a weird sight, and most people are running away from him.
Mm-hmm.
But he is old and smart, and he has more knowledge than most creatures or things. So for him to... he definitely said something he didn't like.
Mm.
He's very limited to what he has at his disposal in his current form. At one point, he was a scribe like Talos, wizard.
Got it.
Before his demise.
So I think with the first part of this message in mind, Tooth is going to just kind of fold it back and say, I am happy to read it to you guys, but we got to go somewhere more private than this, I think.
Well, there's lots of private places. I think, Talos, you can make something private, can't you? That's from Ben.
Oh, shoot, I forgot I had that spell.
You've used it once. I think. Or have you?
Like once or twice, yeah.
Yeah.
How far are we from our quarters?
20 minutes. Yeah, you're pushing this is 8-9 p.m. This is pretty. It's no, sorry. You guys had it's dinner almost, so it'd be 6 p.m. Yeah.
How long do we have until the start?
You still got 3 days. So
okay.
Technically, today's the third day, so you have 2 days technically left. Yep.
Is there more you guys wanted to do in this area? Or I think I'm going to head back to Chambers, give this a quick read.
I got nothing really. That's from Ben and Sabryn.
Alrighty.
Okay. Right before you leave, you have the Lady Tandrin fly up to you, because you have been with her. Tooth, I just wanted to thank you for your help today. I have been told by Alethir that you all, plus me, we're invited to have a private dinner tonight with Alaundo, the mayors. I believe Captain Carter's going to be there. And I think Greybeard plus Kaga. So if you guys would like to come, you're invited to a private meeting where I think we're going to discuss the events of the few days, and I'm going to give you guys a quick... well, we'll figure it out there. But I was told to invite you all to dinner tonight.
Yeah, it was
It's in about
my
2
pleasure.
hours. Yeah. Okay. I will send
What's
somebody
on the
to
menu?
meet you. It's harvest season here, I'm told, so you should know more than that than me, Francisco. Food. I'm happy. It's fine. This place is interesting. More people here than I thought there was going to, but we can deal. I hope when my friends come, well, the rest of them come, that it doesn't scare too many people. But we'll see. They're coming in hot. We'll see you at dinner.
We'll see you there.
Perfect. Oh. So,
You
yep.
You gonna behave, Francisco?
Define behave.
Not cause an incident.
Look, that's not completely on me.
Sure.
Just be nice.
I'm sure it'll be fine. After all, we're going through training, right? But some bullshit.
If you wanted training, you were allowed training, but within the next couple of days, you're
I'm
probably
saying
going to
that
get not good enough.
facetiously.
I know.
Yeah, Francisco's just being facetious. I will
Talos,
be.
I think, was the only one who
I will be the
wanted to.
perfect diplomat, Talos.
And you definitely did diplomat in air quotes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, that's great because that gives me time to attune.
Yes.
And
Yeah, you'll have lots of time because you're like after dinner, you're a couple hours before bed, so there wasn't a lot left on the docket today.
I'll lower the bar and I'll slowly peel my Lifewell tattoo off my back into its pin. Just don't start any fights, and I'll hand you the pin for your collection.
Thank you. I'll do my best. Like I said, I'm not making promises. I'll do my best.
Do you want it on your ass or your nuts? That's Sabryn.
No. Francisco's going to put it in the empty spot that was the. And actually, that I just realized that paid off.
Kind of.
Like this is I don't have frostbite tattooed on my body anymore either.
Nope.
Because that's what one of the tattoos was frostbite because
yep.
It was a cool sword. But now, it's cool.
Perfect.
Sorry.
So you guys head back to your lovely rooms, and you see a lovely tiny hut spell cast by Tooth, and by Talos, and you all go inside.
I don't think the hut's necessary.
Probably not.
Rereading it, I think sound can pass through, so it's just prying eyes.
It would. Yeah, divination magic wouldn't get through it. That'd be about it. Yeah, it's like scry and all.
Like scry and all that. I don't think does go through it.
Any spell of third or higher would.
Oh,
So I think scry would go through
scry
it.
is third.
Third.
Okay.
Third or higher, so.
I thought it would only see the dome, not go inside. I can't remember. Either way. Perfect.
Oh,
So-
any spell up through it, and it can't extend into it. Okay, so scry would not extend into it.
Correct.
Oh, fine.
Okay.
I'll pop it. Yeah.
Okay. Now you can finish reading the lovely letter.
Yeah, Tooth will pull it out and please forgive the high thing. First, let me be happy to say the picture of you in the Daily Planet was quite flattering. Someone has been grown up to become a spitting image of the family legacy. Never have I been so proud of someone to have worked hard to become ambassador after. I'll just skip ahead. First off, neither the High Thane or my father, the king, now know of what I'm about to tell you. Guard your thoughts when you are near my father's advisor, Morgan Ironshade. Yes, that Ironshade, he's Aramin's grandfather. He gives me the creeps. Not the normal creeps you get when you don't like someone. The hairs on my arms stand up when he's around. From what I hear, he's some sort of mage. My maids tell me he sees things like some sort of precog or ability to see into the future. Father gobbles up everything he says like it's the word of Lunara, even though he's never really been as religious as Mother. Something's off with him. I can't prove it, mainly because Brother and I have never been allowed to leave or go outside the East Wing for close to 15 years now. We're brought out for the holidays and ceremonies and paraded around like the good little prince and princess we are, then locked away until we're needed again. We've been told it's for our own safety, but we know it's because something fishy is going on. Father used to have around an army of advisors, and now it's just Morgan and his cronies. I want to tell you more, but that would need to be face-to-face. So attached to this letter is a royal command to get yourself here as quickly as you can once that meeting with the Dome folk is done. Give it to the guards at any of the gates and you shall be let in. Your ambassador's status will help get you through the gate if the letter is not enough, I hope. Please try to be here before the 11th of the Twin Suns, as I am to be wed during the lunar eclipse to Aramin. For the good of the people, somehow Father has given in to Morgan's insistence that our family should be merged. Mother tried to protest, as I should be allowed to choose my own suitor, seeing as Garum is eldest and will inherit the throne. But times change, so should we. I will tell you more when you get here. Feel free to bring any friends or anyone close to you. What's mine is yours. The Princess Kayla Stoneforged. You have a sister. Her name is Ella. She's 11. And yes, I know I can't actually command you to come since you are exiled, but please come anyway.
And inside is the royal document with her with the family crest on it. By royal command, Ambassador Orion Vogdenstoll is hereby commanded to present himself to Her Royal Highness Princess Kayla Stormforged as soon as he's able. He's allowed to bring his own guards or advisors or companions as he sees fit. Bring him directly to Her Royal Highness's garden. Signed, Princess Kayla Stoneforged.
Tooth folds it up and goes, well, I guess I have to call myself Orion again from time to time if I'm going to use that seal.
She's marrying that bastard? That's Sabryn. That seems wrong.
Yes. Yeah, from what I knew, I mean, it's not something that she wants. What we heard about the Ironshade family, Morgan's family, I have a really bad feeling in my stomach about what's happening there. I
That was
am
a weird
also not
conversation today.
encouraged to see him here.
Yeah, don't know. We're gonna have to try and figure out who allowed him to be here, because he seemed kind of, I don't want to say dumb, but yeah, dumb.
Morgan? Ironshade?
The king.
The king.
Something weird was with him. Was he always like
Yeah,
that?
no. The king was stoic, but he was.
You've
He
never
could
really
string a
talked about him.
sentence. Yeah, the king was and is a respectable man. He's not dumb. So I think something's happening here with this Ironshade, this Morgan Ironshade. I think he's controlling the king. I think he's trying to do something that will cause permanent damage to Windkeep, and I'm also worried about his intentions in these negotiations, I guess. We should be very, very careful and expect him to try to ruin things, I suppose. And I think I have to go to Windkeep when this wraps up.
So you know a princess, though. That's a lot.
Tooth kind of, I mean, he tries to hide it, but he's just not very good at this anyway.
Yeah, you're not going to beat Sabryn's passives.
Yeah, here's my -1 deception. Oh, that's an 18.
Okay.
That's an 18 deception.
She's got a passive 20 insight, so she kind of
Okay.
gives you like a little smiley nod.
Yeah.
This is almost word for word what she told me to say today.
I didn't expect to hear from her. She was a kid though. Princess Kayla. She was a kid. She was about 9 or 10 when I left. It's just good to hear. I mean, she grew up, and it's good to hear that she's still that kid. I don't know.
So, dwarf lore for you. You would know this. Like, how old are you again? 30.
Orion now is like 40
yeah.
something.
Yeah. 40 for dwarves is considered mature. So 40 for a dwarf is 18 for humans. For her to be forcefully married at 29 is quite young, sir.
So this would be like a 13-year-old or 14-year-old.
We'll say 15 just because. 15, 16. Yeah.
Okay,
But she's
so
definitely being married to an older person your age
yeah,
against her will, which is not the dwarf way.
it's like Tooth. I think Tooth is trying to just hide any sort of positive reminiscence of his time there, you know, and like I think that thought dawns on him, and he's like, "This is no, she would be. This is really bad. She doesn't have the. She's a kid still. Ehrman is.
An ass.
Thought it was done with him. I really did. And I didn't even get the chance to ask about my family.
She's here
I suppose
for 3
I can
days.
ask the High Thane. Yes, I can ask the High Thane. But it's just to say we have to be very, very careful around that Morgan Ironshade. Kayla believes that he can read minds, or that Talos, maybe you kind of know more about that stuff, but we have to be very careful. And maybe whatever he says in these meetings, we can take the opposite stance. I don't know. I didn't expect them to be here, so.
Yeah, and figure out who allowed them to come.
Right. Anyway, Kayla's princess, the princess Kayla Stoneforged, is she's a good crop. I need to go up there after this. I need to make that right. So
We know how to get there quick.
right. Anyway, I've distracted us enough. Kind of folds the letter and puts it away. We just got to focus on this meeting, and we got to do a good job.
Speaking of this meeting, I didn't get the name, but I know Alethir knows the name of whoever vouched for your old king. I don't know how we would persuade him to divulge that information, but we know he has it.
Okay, we can ask. I mean, it's weird, right? Like, we have the list. If they were meant to be on the list, we would have known about it. So the late change feels intentional.
Yeah, Talos, you would have got this was sudden. Some sort of change happened. Yeah.
And I'm worried that they don't give two shits about the king being here. The king needed to come in order for Ironshade to come. So
you would also know it's been a while though. The king used to love pomp and ceremony at home. If he was coming here, he would have brought an army. Not just 3 of them.
yeah, Tooth shares that as well.
For a king not to come with a full ensemble in a somewhat hostile territory is weird.
It's not befitting of Windkeep.
No.
So we have to be on high guard with that one. Francisco, I hate to say it, but I think we have to like this guy even less than Whitebeard.
Okay, so
Like if Whitebeard's here, he's this guy's down here, all right?
Yeah, you've seen Greybeard a couple times, yeah.
Greybeard,
yeah,
sorry.
I mean,
Well, Whitebeard for the dwarves, yes. True.
freaking no beard, what, iron balls or whatever. I just look. We get through these next few days. We can fuck him up. We'll head up north. You can talk to your princess, I guess. Right?
We gotta make sure she's safe.
Yeah. I got your back, Tooth.
All right, thanks. Anyway, I agree. Head in the game here, and let's just do this right.
Ren kind of looks and goes, Ella, you have a sister.
Yeah.
You know her name now.
I know her name.
Sister.
She's 11.
Oh, never mind.
And Tooth is going to kind of, after a little bit of time passes, I mean, you'll see him kind of rereading the letter and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd assume, would you hand it around for everybody to read at least once?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So if you haven't read the document, you can.
The only part that Tooth kind of skipped at the beginning were compliments to Tooth and his accomplishments. He just skipped over never have I been so proud of someone to have worked hard to become an ambassador after being exiled from the only home they ever had. I'm sure your life hasn't been perfect since that day, but I'm glad you're safe and sound. And then he just skipped that.
This is basically someone who hasn't really probably thought about you in a while, saw you became an ambassador in the paper, and then immediately went, he's the only one outside of home that might be able to help me.
Mm-hmm.
We knew each other growing up. He's in a place of an importance right now, probably other than her brother, maids, and only friend she might have outside that can help her.
Help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. Can't help it.
Little hologram of her comes out of the letter.
Yep. But yeah, it's been 20 years, so. Cool. All right. So is there anything you guys want to do before dinner? Did you want to go see Alathir before dinner, or are you going to talk to him at... Probably, he's going to be there anyway, because this is his castle, so.
Well, like I said, Francisco's going to get attuned, and he's going to play with that Rod of Miracle form.
Okay.
Like I said, Francisco's weapon idea that he's going to play with, and we could either say that he found this in his travels. I also like the idea of him telling the Rod, no, bend more up here. No, bend, and tapping it on the table, bend right here. All right. Deeper. Okay. Until he gets that right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's in chat.
Yep. Egyptian scimitars.
Yep, Kopesh is the name of it. Basically a scimitar, but something fun where he's playing with his own weapon style.
And were you paying attention to when you said you needed something nice made? Did you hear what Alaundo said to you?
Said at Braxis.
He did.
Yeah.
Just down a
way. Braxis is how far?
That's where you're from, sir.
Yeah.
That's home.
But
I will put you back
that's
on the map.
if I remember right, that's
Top
on the
left.
opposite side.
Top left.
So that would be essentially closer to Windkeep.
Height-wise, yes. It's just on the opposite end of the continent part. But yes.
Got you.
Yep. Kind of
so it's not like I
similar
can really
location
get
to
up
where
there.
Yeah. Kind of similar location to where Talos knows his teleportation circle that he has tattooed on him, that he hasn't checked yet. Somewhat up in that area, but his is more in the mountains. I can put you on the map just so we remember here.
Yes, I did catch the Braxis thing. I'm just I can't get up there right now. I need to,
Let me see if that's the map. Yep. Bring everybody to that map. So yeah, Windkeep is up over here. Braxis is down in this area. So yeah, journey-wise, if you didn't, you can get to here quick with your tower. So you can get up in that general area for the most part. And Talos knows his thing isn't around here. That's the location that you got from inside your tower. Yep. And Volo's tower, well, you guys haven't actually gone to yet, but he's over here. But yeah. So lots of travel, but that's the joys of getting a home that can teleport places. Nothing really to Braxis, though. You can get close, but you're going to be on top of a mountain. But you do know people who could probably get you there.
I need someone to get me there this hour and back before dinner.
Yeah.
Puck, where are you?
You eventually will get a favor from Puck. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, is there anything you guys want to do before your dinner tonight?
How long do we have?
After the talk with, I'm going to say maybe an hour.
Perfect. That's enough for a short rest.
Yeah, you guys can take.
Yeah, you guys can take a short rest if you need it.
I'm gonna swap out a spell so I can have detect magic up, and I'm gonna try and keep it up while I'm around other people to see what effects they have on themselves.
Understood.
Yeah, that's not going to gain me any health slots. There's no point for.
If you just work out how many spell slots that we require, and I'll just slowly be ticking them off.
Well, you can do it as a ritual.
Yes, but it only lasts like 10 minutes. So as I'm going, I would occasionally just cast it all myself again to keep it going.
Okay, that's fine.
Have we had a long rest between the fight and this right here?
Which fight? I don't think you've had a fight since you got here.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. Like
you've had a long rest on your way here, so yes. Yep.
Yeah, I thought so.
I can't remember.
Trying to figure out how I missed how I used 3 spell slots.
You might have last session.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember.
Doing some shit. You shouldn't need them tonight anyway.
And
it's just dinner and chat.
Still, I was curious.
But you never know what Francisco wants to do. None of us ever know. Okay. I really thought someone was going to pull a card. I almost thought Tooth was just going to say, you know what, fuck it. But I'm kind of glad you didn't. But there was one that would have changed today dramatically. But that's fine. Perfect. So, along your way to dinner, it's actually Alaundo who comes gets you. So he would have been told where you guys are, or, well, it's his castle. He probably just knew exactly where you guys were. But you do get a knock on your door. And Alathier is there. Sorry, Alathier, not Alaundo. Alathier just kind of looks at everyone and goes, right, you guys all coming for dinner?
Yep.
Yeah.
I sense a little change. Are you guys good?
Yeah, we're fine. What about you?
You're in a weird outfit there, Francisco.
It's what I have.
Oh. After
Aren't
the
you a
meeting
floating
started
head?
The next 3 days? Sorry, no, Alathier, not Alaundo.
Oh,
I got them wrong. There's so many people.
Yeah.
Well, I meant like 92 visitors for today. I have a big list. Althea just kind of looks you up and down and goes, if you need anything, I have a few things here, but what you were wearing before is not really our style here. We have like showpieces, but if there's anything I can do for you, let me know. I got a few things that might work, but we're just going for dinner. Never mind. You guys just have a aura of something just happened. I'm just making sure you guys are okay.
What just happened with you?
He's also got a 30 insight.
Yeah. And that doesn't mean I'm just going to let him have it.
No, I know.
What just happened with you?
I've met about so many people. Right.
Speaking of meeting with people.
Yes.
Can you remember who it was who okayed the Dwarven King? We were trying to just cross-reference the list of...
Yeah, that's the downside of having a meeting this big. None of us thought they would want to come. They keep to themselves. Tooth, I know you're from there. Just one of those things. Same with the Arcane Compact, who's coming. It's just there's lots of people who want to be here, and it's hard to say no to some very important people who, well, I don't want to say good shit done, but if we need them, we got to keep them happy. I don't like it as much as you. But he's a king. He's one of the only kings that we have. Most people, the doors kept to the old world. But as such, he needs to be treated as such. No matter anyone's personal feelings and thoughts. So we didn't think to reach out because we didn't think they'd care, but they're in this with the rest of us. As to who vouched for them,
I don't know if you know.
Do you know Bargram Embervane? He's on the Merchant Council of 11.
We can't remember.
Give me history rolls.
We met, didn't we?
History.
He was like when we had the encounter with.
He's not on.
He's not on that.
Was he not on that?
Nope.
The people that are
on the Merchant Council 11. I don't think he was there. Those 4 people were the heads of New Hope. Their heads are the ones that are here. Those people will be probably scattered around, but the first meeting list that I gave you guys, I think you all have a copy of the list. He's on the Council 11. He is from... Alathir's going to say he is from Windkeep. He is the master of the Mining Guild. But he is from Windkeep. Can you give me a quick, I think, history, or just a history or intelligence roll for Tooth, please?
Natural 20.
Beautiful. Also for Talos. So
Tooth's eyes open wider than they've.
Yep.
Wait, you're
You
another
definitely-
history?
You definitely
both know the name Embervane. Talos, you just got a spell book with the name Embervane in it.
Oh fuck yeah!
Tooth, you would
That's
know.
fine.
That
You would know that the Embervanes.
With your net 20 finally, you're coming back. The Embervanes are definitely one of the major merchant guilds at Windkeep, who any metal or anything that is mined from there that you don't need is sent out by ship or by wagon. The Embervanes, it's been in their family generations for quite a while. It's a fairly big family that are spread around everywhere. They're like one of the families that definitely... Most of them don't live at Windkeep. They're spread around everywhere. So they have hands everywhere. They're one of the few families that spread out.
Mm.
Yeah.
They're the Dwarven Vanderbilts.
Kind of, yes. But the Embervane, definitely that clicks in with you, Talos, that you just found a spell book of a mage that definitely had a lot of niche spells for subterfuge and getting the fuck out of places.
Alathir, just before we go to this dinner, I want to make sure I understand. During the meeting and everything, there are rules against magic, right? Like mind reading magic can't be cast. Is that right?
Tooth, to be honest, this is a interesting time for us. My castle is not warded against such magic. It's going to be, let's just say, kept in check by some very powerful people. The
So there
Merchant
are,
Council,
yeah.
this castle is warded for safety, for the most part. The meeting hall that we're in is definitely meant for, again, safety, just in case things go on. We do have a lot of things built into the castle for just in case, like earthquakes or natural disasters or bandits. You never know. And pirates, we're close to the water. It kind of like gives you a little wink, Francisco. There's lots of things that can happen. We try to accommodate for most things. A meeting such as this with some very powerful people that could destroy the planet if they needed to, I can't do a lot against that. I can counter a lot of it, yes. A lot of people here can counter such things. But if they come in, I would assume Talos. Most of these people do most of their negotiating not out loud. Some of them are definitely going to be communicating with each other and talking while other people are talking. It's how meetings go. The only thing I can really do is anytime I see we're going to have eyes and ears in there. If I see anyone try and cast something like that towards someone, we'll definitely have a chat. I can't guarantee anything in...
Yeah.
Honestly, the Merchant Council are really the only ones that not a lot of them are mages. Most of them are just normal people. They have other people doing work for them. They're at their job for their mind more than anything. You don't need magic in order to be smart. It helps, but they have other people working for them. Some of them are magical. Most of them are wizards. The entire arcane compact of Toril, all 10 of them are mages. They are a very interesting group. One I've never met, I've only heard of. Most wizards have their own tower. They all share one together.
As we're walking, I assume we'd have... It's a big castle. I assume it's going to take more than 10 minutes to walk.
20 minutes.
Cool. I want to get telepathic bond up with them. It's not concentration. It lasts an hour, so...
Yeah. Like as soon as you put that... Alethir just looks at Tooth and goes, that thing, yeah.
Yes, but
what you just did.
They need to be... This is willing. What she's thinking is more invasive.
This is true, too, but there are... Let's just say I have the ability to take a look at all 5 of you and tell you what your top thoughts are. And he pretty much goes through everybody and says, that's what you're thinking of right now. Correct? There's a lot of people who can delve deeper without you even being able to tell. And that's what I'm here to counter. I do it just because it's... Honestly, it's second nature for me, being who I am, what I do. And just, I like to make people happy. So if I can tell they're not having a good day, I'll come up with a fun song or something to get them through it. But more it's for spy shit. But it's one of the reasons I am who I am, and I enjoy being who I am. But it has taken me a long time to get to this place, as with a lot of the people that are going to be here today. I honestly don't know what the capabilities of the Fae are. I'm going to assume there's 5 of them only. So I really don't want to make any of them mad. But, yeah, there's going to be lots of magic in the room. Ticking time bomb, Tooth. But we're here to talk.
Hopefully not. But, yeah. Anyway, that's...
There's ways of... I'm pretty sure there's going to be a few in the room that I won't be able to get a bead on. There's ways of magic not being detected. That's another problem. Yep. I can't literally walk everybody in and say, okay, give me all your magic stuff. I want to. Diplomatically, I can't. Like, would you want to go into the room empty-handed, no weapon, no nothing?
No.
No, of course not. No. Nope. This is technically, a meeting, but when soldiers go to meetings, they come fully armed. This is just a chat. This is going to be our first of many. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of yelling and screaming back and forth. That's just the job. But I'm here to try and make sure most people stay calm. I'm good at a few things, but a lot. I can talk people down. I can talk people up. Magic starts throwing around. Not a lot I can do about that. But that's what the castle's for, and, well, the other people that are going to be here. You know most of them. It's the ones that you don't know, just keep an eye on. Especially your king. Something weird's there. Don't know what. I didn't invite him to dinner, because I didn't want you to have to deal with that, so...
Well, yeah, I'm getting a little hungry anyway.
It's okay, we have delicacies, whatever you want tonight, but don't worry. It's going to be a great feast. And you guys are brought into the room that I have now on Roll20. Yeah. So as you guys walk in, you're not the last ones here, but it's there are a couple other people in here. So we have the Lady Tandrin at the head. Admiral Greybeard is up there with her, followed by the High Arbiter, Vestalia. He is the one in charge of, who's been sent from the New Hope Chapel. He's pretty much in charge of all the faiths, so he's the one who's going to, represent everybody from there. Lorena Moonblade is here in her other form, not Lariel Silverhand, but she is sitting across from her sister, Illustrial Silverhand, who was just given back to her. You have the three mayors, Mayor Guntor Whitestone, Mayor Clifton Redstream, and Mayor Braxton Leary, with Captain Carter. We also have in attendance tonight the Lord de Winter, Richard Kaga, U5, and Alathir, and Dean Helen Magnus. This is a very, very... These you guys would know, other than the Lady Tandrin, are the real people in fucking charge. This is definitely a meeting for... Whatever discussed here is probably going to supersede the actual meeting. These are the people who can get shit done.
Mm-hmm.
Give Francisco a little mental prod, considering who's here. Be polite, please.
I'm going to be polite to Greybeard.
There's lots of alcohol.
There's lots.
So,
That was my response, was I'm going to be polite to Greybeard.
Yeah.
That's a start.
Perfect. All right. Where I currently am. So I have this many notes on 5 different screens. We've gone through that.
Nice.
Like I said, it might be a long one today, but we'll see where we get to. I do have a point where if we get to it, even if it's, like I said, in between 3 and 4 hours today, but I assumed we were going to have Sabryn at the time. So if we get to a point where I'd have a cutoff if we're in around the 4 hours, or even if we're at the 3 hours or 2.5, but I think we're going to be there close to the 3, because there's a point in time where you're going to want the girls. Just because they're going to want to say stuff too. Perk. So, as you guys are all brought in, I'll just take lovely perception rolls, please. Or if you want to insight check the room, I'm good with that too. Your passives for for Talos and Sabryn will be enough.
Oh man, I'm rolling like shit. 12.
Okay.
For perception.
Perfect. And your passive, Francisco, is a 15. You're gonna get a little bit about this. It's quite cheery in here. Most people are having great conversations. There's a little bit of laughing. This is definitely people who are used to talking to each other. A lot of people here know each other. Some of them might not know the Lord de Winter the most and Lady Tandrin, but she's been given the head of the table. She's still not that big, so she's standing on her chair, not sitting on her chair. And she's just gonna wave like a little booster. That's for kids. But she's just gonna stand up there.
She's a fairy, right?
She's a fairy. She's only about 3.5 feet.
3.5 feet.
They have a lot of juice, don't they?
Yeah,
She
but
could
she's
just
not
be-
using it.
She's not using it.
Yep.
That
Yeah.
would be admitting that she's ashamed of being small.
Yeah, Lady Tandrin is not ashamed of being small. Perfect. So, you guys are given the other end of the table, where you pretty much are all seated, with Alfir at the other end. There's no guards or servants in here, but as soon as Alfir comes in, you just see him clap his hands and Talos, you have unseen servant, correct? This is mass unseen servant. So there's about 100 hands going around with trays, wine. This entire place is filled with unseen servants doing anything Alethir can think of. He's pretty much just set them to automated. If you need a cup refill, it just starts being poured in there for you. There's a lot here. To try and for you, just give me a straight intelligence roll or arcana.
It's gonna have to be Arcana.
19. 19's enough to be able to tell you're a pretty smart robot. You could probably do 5 or 6 at a time. After that, it starts to get hard listening to conversations, talking, making sure everyone's good, keeping an eye on everything. The fact that he's still having all of these things do things, he has to be the one mentally telling them all what to do. He's definitely good at multitasking on a scale you've never seen before. As a bard. So pretty much everyone is brought down, and everyone just kind of looks at you. Did you want to mingle with anyone before dinner? That's up to you guys. I figured that.
Yes.
Yeah. You would definitely notice that. So Captain Carter is staying near the mayor's. You've been told she's pretty much the guard for them. The sisters, even though Lorena not, I think you maybe know one person here who knows who she actually is. For the rest of them, she's the head of the clerics and paladins to the east. She's definitely someone important. The High Arbiter is the only one who's really talking to her a lot right now. Greybeard is face-to-face having a good chat with Tandrin. And Kaga is having a lovely discussion with Lord de Winter, who is kind of eyeing all of you guys with a little wave, and he's definitely dressed probably better than anyone else here, the Lord de Winter. Yeah.
So I've been planning this a bit.
Uh-huh.
So Francisco, one, because I'm trying to be different and have a change.
Yep.
Especially since I'm down here, Francisco's going to walk the length of the table going towards the head and back around. And one of this is kind of a jab at Alethir because I can't not be a little bit petty.
Yep.
So in Francisco's almost mockingly but kind of serious as well, walking by and just like tapping you on the shoulder, like, it's good to see you again.
Yeah. You're getting a, oh, right. Yeah, right. Francisco.
Yeah.
Nice. Pleasure.
Yep. And I'm doing that to every single one of the people that we've met.
Okay.
When we get to Greybeard, because like I said, I'm just moving up and around. So when we get to Greybeard, I'm sure Talos is prodding me. Yeah, well, we're sticking to it.
Other, so yep.
Yeah, I'm sure Talos is like, hey.
I think it'd be more Sabryn going, nope. What are you doing?
Yep.
What are you doing?
Nope. When I get to Greybeard, I'm going to do the same. Well, I say, it's nice, and as much prim and pomp as I can get into this. It's a pleasure to see you again. I just wanted to let you know personally that while I still think that you're an incessant prick, in light of some recent events, you're no longer a goal of mine to slit your throat. So, and then just walk away.
Okay. You're definitely just going to get a little cock of the head and goes, a shame. Nice to see you too, Francisco. And you get like a small little giggle from Tandrin. And she just goes back and goes, I've heard many stories about him. That's, yeah.
And like I said, and then continue on. Tell Carter that she's looking fucking fine. And then
she just kind of like looks at her dress, looks at you, and goes, I know it. And she's definitely not in armor today.
And I, and you can say yay or nay, my assumption on this, because yes, I'm being a little bit on the overly done side, but Francisco is genuinely putting on a performance of, this is how I can be an ambassador.
Okay, then I want a. I don't want deception from you. I'll just take. This isn't a performance.
I'll do
want a persuasion roll. Yes, please.
Sweet.
Can we give the help action?
So I was gonna say because you have people in your head, the help action.
I assume the room's not big enough for us to not see what he's doing.
Oh no! This echoes.
Just like. Okay. Ooh, that's not bad. Let's see. What's my persuasion? So that's going to be a 26.
Okay, that's better than most of these because 3 of them are mayors. Most people are just like going. You're getting a lot of, huh. But a good huh. No.
And giving a pointed look to Alethir. At some point, just like
it's like it's almost like he's like buffing something, and then you just kind of get like a tiny little thumbs up. Then he goes back to buffing something.
Yeah, that looks totally like a see what the fuck I can do if I need to.
Yep, perfect.
Yeah,
love it. Excellent.
Trading my ass.
There's a lot more than just faking it. Perfect. Does anyone want to have a few conversations? You're definitely having a bunch of people come up and like say hi, nice to see you again. Mayor Braxton Leary's definitely coming up to Tooth. He's the mayor that you worked for a bit on the ships. He's definitely like filling you in with what's happening. Most of them are almost done and complete. He's actually happy to see you, and he's showing you the new sketches of what they've done and how complete they're almost ready for. It's like
I
almost
think
like, yep, this is going to be our gift for the queens. They should be ready, I think, within 2 to 3 weeks. But yeah,
Tooth is in his own way trying to do a similar thing as Francisco, where he's trying to really appear like he should be here,
Yes.
and but with the mayor, he really kind of genuinely lights up a little bit and looks over it and says, "This is
We're
great.
working good. Yeah.
I, yeah, I think it looks good. Yeah,
Yeah, I showed it to the Lady Tandrin. She's given us a couple. How did she put it? What's the word Brandon's looking for?
Pointers?
She's yeah. It's just more of a. Oh, so if we're going to do one for each queen, we do have the court lists. I don't know if you're aware of them. We should probably, if you're giving those two a gift too, it'd be nice to give something to them. So we'll workshop it. But the pointers are basically color scheme. The one ship should be this color for summer. This one should be for Queen Mab. If it's going to be for the Winter Court, this is definitely they're going to want to have like black and white, like really light blue colors. Whereas Queen Titania is going to want like reds, like fall colors, pretty much. So it's just more on color scheme, and we could make the ballroom a little bit bigger and stuff like that. Because these are not warships; these are basically castles on water that they're building. Yeah.
I'd very much like to come back when they're not yet completed, but near it. It'd be quite cool to be a part of that.
Yep. And having for the inaugural launch, if you want to be there, it'd be nice to have an ambassador there.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. It's a deal. Yeah, the only other ones, Lord de Winter is definitely, he's like keeping an eye out a little. You see him give you each a nod and go, I know we really haven't had a lot of time to talk to each other a lot, but appreciate all you've done and are currently still doing. And you guys have a great day, and I will have a more to talk to you guys when I have time. But suffice to say, you're doing an okay job, Francisco. Nice to see you guys all here.
Yeah, we can discuss that more later.
At some point, in private, at midnight, with Porthos.
Fine.
Good. Well, I, for one, am famished. I don't get away from home that often. It's at this point that instead of like everybody like banging on glasses, the Lady Tandrin just pretty much like floats up into the air a little with her wings, and she just looks around and goes, "Right. I just want to first thank you all for this lovely meal that we're about to have." Alethia's just going to say yes, and I'm pretty sure, I hope you're ready to talk those little wings off. She just kind of goes, yes, I know Alethea. So, before we eat, I like to do business before we eat. The rest of my party will show up the day of the meeting. They will wish to be the last to arrive, so everybody has had all the time to get all the intrigue and assassination tips ready. I'm sure there's going to be a few. But that's part of the fun for these events. They happen with us all the time, so I assume there's going to be a few. I know a lot of the people here are shaking your heads no, but yes, there always will be. But that's what you're here for, is to help prevent them. When they show up, my party and friends, that is, the rest of the party, Kaga here has helped prepare a lovely area where they're going to land, and from there I will introduce you all before we have a few hours meet and greet before the main event in the main hall, before the first of many summits begin. We will end with a great feast, and I'm told, seeing that this is our home, it is Harvest Festival. Mayor Whitestone over there has agreed to give a speech since the Dome has taken over most of his jurisdiction, and from what I hear, his office is now sadly under the Dome. It will be secured and guarded for you, so hopefully after this meeting, everyone will have free access with supervision inside the Dome. I've gotten word that a gate has appeared on the east side of the Dome, so that is a good sign. It will be guarded until we can make sure both sides are safe. It appeared yesterday. So, what's going on there, I do not know because I am not there, and I've been told by Greybeard here and from other people on my side that both sides of the gate are secured. It's not opening, but one has appeared. It's about 80 feet tall and about 50 feet wide. So, I foresee that being a good sign. Now, I have also been given, I don't like to say it, but the list of demands from our side, and who here would have had it? Lord de Winter here has managed to get himself a copy of the one that the merchant heads and everybody else are going to hand over at the actual meeting. So, I would like to go over them with everybody over the next few days. We don't need to do it tonight, but we do at least have the copies for everybody here because I'm told you guys are most of the important people and the rest are just here for show. She's being extremely blunt, which is a side of the Fae you really haven't seen yet. They've been prim and proper. This is her switching from niceties to straight bluntness and wants to get all the bullshit out. So I'm going to send you the lovely Google Doc that I wrote with the demand list. We don't need to go over it today. This will be done over time. And it's really nothing you guys need to worry about. This is something that's going to be discussed mostly after, during the first meeting in 3 days. But you can eventually go through that list. Most of it that took a while to think about and figure out exactly what both sides want. It's technically 4 sides. The list from the Seelie Court, the list from the Unseelie Court, the list from the Court list, and then the list from all the Lunarans. So it's pretty much a 4-way one. There's not a lot from the from the Court list, but you'll see it on there. There's quite a few. It is 4 pages long. It's going to take a while, because for most people, they don't know exactly what the Fae stuff is. There's a few people in this room that do know, specifically that you guys would know, the Silverhands, Kaga, and Alathir, and Dean Helen. They'd be about the only ones the mayors really don't know. The High Arbiter wouldn't know much. Carter even wouldn't know much because she's from here. But you do get a few nods and stuff, and most of them are just like, the mayors are just going, what does this mean? What does this mean? I don't understand this one. And Lady Tander just pretty much stands up, goes, we have a couple days to go over most of this, but I wanted you guys to have first of ours, and the Lord de Winter here, I don't really want to know how you got a copy of that. And he just looks and goes, no, you really don't. But yes, feel free to discuss it. I can't personally deal with any of the discussions from our end until the actual meeting. But this will give you guys a few ideas of what we need. And for the most part, I think from what I've seen from your side, most of it's doable. I think the MAB will have issues with a couple of them. Same with the court list, but they're a little up in the air because they don't really follow court system or laws, and I think that the main thing, they just don't want to. But we'll figure that out from... They're the only ones really I'm worried about. Because, well, Queen Mab or Titania really doesn't have a say on them. There's not as many as them as there is us, but they still do get a voice even though they don't want a voice. It's a weird situation with us. But anyway, I just wanted to bring this forward to you beforehand. And then she just sits down, and I am finished, by the way, so unless anyone else has something to bring to the table right now, I'd be happy to eat. I know Harvest Festival's in a few days, so I think we'll save the speeches till then, when there's more people here. This is more of a good, tight-knit community, and I think I'm going to get to know each and every one of you until you don't want me around. I am the voice of my queen, and to some extent, I have a little bit of say with Queen Mab, but more with her aide, Morgan. But anyway, that's for when the rest of them come. Oh, by the way, when the rest of them come, yeah, like I said earlier, it's going to be a shock for some of you, but don't worry, it will be safe. Any questions before we can eat? Most of these people have already talked about most of the things before you guys came in here, but if there's anything you guys specifically want to bring up, this is your time to do it in front of people who would understand what your problems are. You don't have to really go over the demand list, but you in general. Is there anything you guys want to discuss during the meeting or go over? Anything you guys want to bring up?
I think like Tooth's perspective is more making sure that this thing stays on the road. Like Tooth doesn't really have any personal doesn't really have any like personal requests, but he's just kind of trying to read the room and seeing if anything's going to be jumping out as like a huge problem.
Okay. The demand list is definitely Lord de Winter's kind of like scratching his head at quite a few of them. The mayors have pretty much like started a discussion. It's more the mayors that are having an issue. Kaga looks at a couple of them and just shakes her head and goes, "Really? Ugh, it's doable, but..." Dean Helen Magnus is laughing her ass off at all of these. This is something that she probably foresaw coming, but she's just laughing at this, going, "This is going to cause a lovely stir within the community," and you'd be able to tell she's starting to have issues with a lot of them, mainly because if a lot of this goes in, she's pretty much just stating like a simple fact. I'm going to lose so many students because their parents are not going to want them here. They're not going to feel safe. A lot of them are already pulling their students out. My problem is dealing with that. Kids are our future. And thanks to Talos, he's... Nah, never mind. She was going to bring up the fact that you gave her some new students and then realized a lot of people don't know where they came from. So probably shouldn't. A couple of them just kind of look up and she just goes, "Never mind. It's something I can deal with." But this is going to change a lot when and if the dome comes down. It might take years before we stabilize, before I can have students again, because if that dome comes down, I'm pretty sure there's not going to be any students left. Except for the locals, maybe. But I've already lost about a third of our students. One of our halls is almost empty. So whatever we can do to make sure everyone's safe, if and when. I don't care about the rest of this. You guys can figure that out. As long as I still can teach, that's the main thing. Or, let me open up one inside the dome, or in the Feywild, or whatever you're going to call it. I'm sure you have students here that would be able to learn from us, and a lot we can learn from you. And Lady Tander just puts up her hand and goes, that'll be an interesting day. But you'd be able to tell that the Lady Tandrin, because she's a fey creature, is not agreeing to anything. Because she can't. This isn't the main meeting. She's being extremely tight-lipped. Yep. So, if there's nothing else you guys want to bring up, dinner is served. It goes on for about an hour and a half. It does count as a hero's feast, this food. So for 24 hours, you can't be frightened, charmed. There's a whole bunch of things that the hero's feast does. So let me see if I can bring it up here. I don't think I've read the new 2024 one. I don't know if it has changed much.
Yeah, I think it did a little bit.
Yeah. So up to 12 creatures, which is, we're going to say this one will feed, we'll say there's 2 of them. So for the next 24 hours, you have resistance to poison. You're immune to frightened and poisoned. And your hit point max increases by, I rolled pretty good, 15. And you also gain the same amount of hit points. So you can, your hit point maximum for 24 hours is up by 15, and you gain 15 temporary hit points.
Sweet.
I don't think it's going to change too much, but immune to frightened and poisoned is a pretty good one. All right. So, dinner comes and goes, and we will push on towards midnight with your lovely talk with Porthos and the Lord de Winter, but we'll go for break first. Because it's 9 o'clock.
Alrighty.
That was a quick couple hours. Your head a little bit.
Interesting to think, though. Interesting to think that the telepathic bond doesn't require concentration, so I can have it up and detect magic.
Okay. So, when you first walked in, Talos, you didn't get anything at all from any of the mayors. Nothing from all 3 mayors. Carter on her head. That's the only magical ping you get from on her head. You'd also remember at some point, or do you guys have that? I can't remember. She left
We have what?
a lot of stuff in the Vardo at one point. But when you guys first went to your magic store with her, because she paid for a lot of it, she bought an item. And I don't think you guys ever had it in your inventory. Does anyone have a hat of disguise in your inventory? I think she still kept that. Yeah. So her hat, you would remember her buying. Yeah, you would remember her buying a hat. She still has the hat of disguise on her. So maybe that's where her outfit's from. Kind of hard to tell. The Lady Tandrin. What would she have brought? She's got a small pendant and a ring and an earring. They're giving off... I gotta look at the spell. Actually, one sec.
I'd only know, not wouldn't know a spell name. I'd only know like, School of Magic.
Yeah, sorry. Give me 1 second here. I can't remember what the item's called. It's not an amulet of non-detection. It's an amulet against Scribe. What the hell is that one called?
Do you mean the like the mind shielding ring?
Kind of, yeah. It would be a mind shield ring. there's another one though. Let me look here. We're just gonna go. Amulet against proof of detection and location. So you would hit a. She can't be touched with divination spells. So is detect magic a divination spell?
Oh, it probably is. Where's the? Yes, it is divination.
Okay, then you're not picking up.
Then you're not picking up anything from her.
It's one of my favorite items. So yeah, nothing off her. The higher
arbiter.
His cloak and his scepter. Lorena Moonblade. Her outfit. You catch something. Her sister. Her staff. Nothing from the mares. Carter, her hat. The Lord de Winter. His rapier. His boots. In a ring. Haga didn't bring anything. Obviously, all of you guys. Alethir, you don't get anything off him either.
I'll communicate this via the bond.
Okay. Yeah. And the variety of mass unseen servants you would pick up everywhere. That's what's blinding me right now, because there's a lot of them.
Also, if any of them have spells cast on them, I would see glows from spells cast. So if they have the bond up, I would see a glow from that.
The only one you would see concentrating on someone... Actually, sorry, you would get Greybeard's tattoos. Because you've seen them before. Nothing else from Greybeard. Cast it on you, on them. Lorena Moonblade is holding something. And the Higher Arbiter is holding something. Yep. That's it, though.
Cool, that would be spared to the others.
And you don't sense anyone invisible. Cool.
Then again, we already know if they're truly hiding, we would never know.
Right. Yep, the only way that you caught Dante the last time was a time stop. That brought him out, because that stopped all magic. But that was Sabryn and Ben, and they're definitely looking around at the same, like, they'd be doing it too. I don't think Sabryn has detect magic, though, as a bard. Yeah, she didn't pull it. That's fine. She picked some pretty entertaining spells now that she's a full, Ooh, would she do that? It lasts an hour. Yeah, I'm gonna say I think Saint would use her 6th level spell immediately, cast True Seeing on herself before she walked in here. She's not gonna burn her 6th. But she doesn't see anything. Cool. Alright, so if there's nothing else you guys want to discuss during dinner, we will move right into back to your rooms. But yeah, there's nothing else really discussed here. It was just more of this is what's going to happen, this is the demands. If any of you have issues, discuss it with yourselves over the next few days so you can bring it up during the actual meeting. But you'd be able to tell that most of these people are going over it in detail beforehand so that they can give me a quick insight. Let's do it the easy way. I think Talos, your passive will catch most of this.
My passive insight's not good. No, passive perception is good. Passive insight's not.
Oh, sorry, it's your investigation.
Passive
She's got the 20.
Passive investigation 23.
That's the one. Yep. So 22. Sorry, an 11. Okay. Sabryn will catch it at least. Most of these people are, like, during dinner, there's going to be some talk, but it's the after dinner within like an hour when there's coffee, tea, and scones and all that brought out. They're having a quick discussion back and forth. Most of them are asking Lady Chandran basic questions. They know they're not going to get anything out of them. Kaga is going to be the one who pretty much just stands up and goes, the Lady Chandran can't agree to anything. She's going to explain how the law system works and that she can't agree to anything without the rest of her people here, because this isn't the true meeting and stuff like that. Because a lot of them don't know Fey culture or laws much, but she's going to give them a quick rundown. Chandran will fill her in on a few things. But for the most part, most of them are like immediately, like you're going to notice a couple of them are like, even Kaga's like pulling out some like notepads and making notes. You don't see anyone with like sending stones or anything immediately contacting. This is like a knit group of people that's going to try and keep this information safe and secure. And like right before everyone leaves, you're reminded not to discuss anything that happened in this room with anybody other than the people that are in this room.
I assume, since this is just general chatter, we are getting like drawn into these conversations and
yes,
have to...
absolutely. Yes, people are asking you for your opinion, and like,
cool.
And like a couple of so what are you guys going to do next? Like type of questions like that. It's like, I know you guys were only here to get this done. What's your next things and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's them just, you're invited because you brought people here. You're everybody here. Yeah.
Whenever like Fey etiquette stuff gets brought up, that's we'll start like
okay.
explaining things.
Perfect. Excellent. All right. I wonder if I'll let Saint decide if Sabryn would drop them the copy of the Fey etiquette book that you guys have a couple of, just so they had one from Yarn Spinner. I'll let her decide that because I think you have 2 copies of it. That might help some of these people later on. So, you guys are back to your rooms, and pretty much right at midnight is when you have a lovely... There's not even a knock. You just have Porthos and the Lord de Winter, like, walk on in and, like... Not like they own the place, but they're definitely, like, looking around and going... Right. Interesting day. You guys handled yourselves quite well. Nice job. Lord de Winter is doing most of the talking. Did you find anything else that pertains to our issue? Anyone?
Eat that.
He's pretty much asking you guys if you've seen anything weird that you need to report about. You just remembered, Porthos told you to keep an eye out for anything suspicious or weird.
I mean, everyone's suspicious early.
He's learning. Good.
On Tooth's day, where he was like accompanying the Fey representative, was there...
Same day.
Did he see anything?
I will take
earlier this day.
It would have been, early this day, but you weren't here last session. I will take a perception roll or investigation from you.
Perception is
and
better.
And then you tell me what you were looking for.
That's an 18. I mean, just the idea that Tooth is worried about physical violence here. He's worried about this place being infiltrated by people who do not look like they should be here. Yes. And that's what he would have been kind of looking for.
Great. During your day with Chandran, it was only a couple hours. She kept you fairly busy, but you were also shown around a few places and introduced to a lot of the castle staff. A lot of them were a little weirded out, and a couple times when you and Tandrin were like trying to get near them, they pretty much scattered. So it was like the castle staff was okay with certain people, but when it came to... You're not too sure if it was you or Tandrin, But a couple of them were staying away from some of the higher people, like Greybeard, most people were ignoring and trying not to go near. Even Kaga to some extent. And the only ones that didn't really have a choice, Dean Helen was pretty much like trying to get to know everybody here because she doesn't get out a lot. But for the most part, any very important people the castle staff was trying to stay the fuck away from. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them were fine. The only ones
But
with
they were
18,
like definitely castle staff. Or they were
yeah.
just yeah.
A couple humans, one gnome. There's a lot. Like, there's at least 30 to 40 regular castle staff that are here full time. A couple of them were definitely like bringing stuff out, and then immediately, like as soon as like anyone who looked important was coming near them, they ran away or scuffled away or came up with a excuse not to be near that person. Yep.
I mean, Tooth will just share. You know, I'm sure you've seen it, but the staff here is really jumpy. It's probably all of the, and there's some powerful people here, but I just feel like if there's a way in, it would be through folks that are dressed like they're meant to be here. But I didn't see anything concrete.
Yeah, you're close. 18 was close for a couple of them. You're gonna have Porthos pop up and go, that's the main one. We don't know these people. Lord de Winter and I have never really come to any of the shows here because we have shit to do. And like, who really cares about a bunch of carnies? Like, really? We've done some meetings here from time to time because a lot of people, but we've never really cared about the castle or any of the people working here. We don't actually have anyone on our side working here. That's another part of our problem. We'll probably get a couple people in here at some point after this, especially if we're going to keep doing the meetings here. We're going to need quite a few more people here. I've put a few people in, but they're just temporary jobs right now. We'll keep an eye on the castle staff. Thank you, Tooth.
You can also ask the dean if you want. I think she seemed to be talking with everybody that she saw.
I'll try. She's an interesting. High opinion of a lot of things, that one. She kind of fits in, but we have actually tried to recruit her at one point in time, and she laughed down our faces. But the rest of you look anything suspicious? I know it's hasn't been that long. Hopefully within the next few days we'll learn something more, but we're coming up fairly empty, which is a good sign, but also a bad sign for us. Usually there's some sort of activity, and we haven't really found any. Which for them is hard to admit. You'd be able to get that.
Alright, it's not really your area, but it seems there's something weird going on with the king of the dwarves.
Yeah, they definitely
look at you and go.
Other than the fact that they're here just with three of them, and not an entire entourage, we got that.
As expected, you already, yeah.
Yeah. Why they're here? There's no reason why they shouldn't be here, but the Lord de Winter will pretty much just go, I've dealt with the king before. Definitely something weird. I don't know what. I tried to get in a conversation today, but was told he was unwell, maybe due to travel. I didn't really believe that, but who am I, other than just a normal lord, and that, I don't know. Hopefully he's better tomorrow, and I can find him alone.
With all due respect, he's not going to be better tomorrow. It's Iron Shade. Only other thing I would add is just to keep a close eye on that one. I just have a feeling that if something happens here, he's going to be connected to it.
I don't know why they want to fuss with this place, but I'll put somebody on it.
Yes, not the stance of Windkeep itself, but that individual, that family. That the king here is not the king I knew when I was younger. He's
We've had
scattered.
reports over the years that things have changed up there, but they're not really... I don't want to be mean here, Tooth, because I know you're from there. They don't really matter to us. So they're not really something we haven't really needed to put anybody there, because they keep to themselves. They pay their taxes.
Might be important to you now that they're here, though.
I'll put someone on it. Best I can do. Thank you. That's, he kind of looks at Porthos and goes, great. We'll get somebody there and up there, too, at some point. Unless you want to work for us, then you could be our shadow up there. But I have a feeling that's not something you would want.
Sorry. I probably said a little too much already. But no, I have
both of them
one too many
go,
jobs.
it's like, that's okay. You're good at many things too. Hiding your feelings and thoughts is not one of them. But that's a compliment for us.
Right.
But it has nothing to do with our extracurriculars. Francisco, you look a little different than the last time I seen you.
Yeah, there's been changes.
You still good though?
Define good.
Keep an eye out. You're the only one of these 5 that are employed by us, so I'm just making sure you're still good with that. Have you seen anything?
With what? Being employed by you?
Have you seen anything here? Your companions have given me more information than you, and they're not getting paid.
Well, I've had problems today, so...
Well, hopefully in the next few days you don't have any more of those said problems.
Like I said, they're giving you their information freely. Everyone's suspicious. That's kind of my viewpoint on it.
Yeah. All right then. Thank you for the report. Do you guys have any questions for us? Not that we're really inclined to answer them, but it's going to be busy for the next few days, and we won't have time to come say hi, because I'm going to be busy, and Porthos here is going to be hopefully not seen.
Yeah. And this is just me spitballing here, because I'm not entirely sure what the goals are with everyone here.
Well, we're all here for a chat.
Well, everyone's here for a chat, but everyone's trying to get something out of it, right? So,
well, of course, this is a momentous occasion. Everyone's going to want something from everyone. I'm just here to make sure we get our cut.
Yeah. That's what I'm curious about is what's actually your goal, the Nomateer's goal? I mean, is it one of the same, I guess?
Oh, well, let's just... Porthos is just going to say, like I said when you were first hired, we keep the wheels moving where the council is a little lacking. We care more for the people than they do.
Mm-hmm. What about trade?
What about trade? You would remember last time you do have a contract that you have not given them yet. Okay.
I know. I
Yep.
know that I'm
Beautiful.
beating around the bush.
Excellent. What about trade?
Well,
trade with who? We trade with a lot of people, Francisco.
You don't trade with the Fae.
No, right? We don't trade with the Fae, and I'm pretty sure that's one of the things we originally asked you to check out for us.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find anything out? Are they willing?
Oh, they're certainly willing. Yeah, it's not what this meeting's about, so it kind of doesn't pertain to this meeting.
So, is there another meeting set? Or do we need to set one? Do you have a contact for me? That's really all I want to know, Francisco.
Oh, I have the rights secured. What do you mean a contact?
Contact? What do you mean rights?
Rights. If I remember right, Brandon, correct me. I've secured the rights.
You have secured the rights to a meeting to discuss.
I thought it was for the trade.
It was pretty much you were given, you, Puck, and Morgan had a lovely little chat that they agreed to write a contract for free trade under the table. But they also told you, I believe, that they'd still need to discuss it with the Queens first, and they wanted a meeting set up with Porthos.
Okay. I could have sworn it was like, hey, I secured the rights for the trade. That's what I've had in my head this whole time.
You have a contract for the trade.
Yeah.
But they haven't signed it or agreed to it yet.
Yeah. Well, considering they're not going to be here until the day of, there's not really any point. Give me one moment here. Oh, great Lord. I'm going to pull out the contract.
Okay.
And just, kind of toss it on the table there. So that right there is the guarantee of the trade meeting.
Interesting. And you had this for how long?
How many times have I met y'all? There's a lot going on.
You've had it technically for almost a month?
Basically the whole time. Like, they weren't able to get out of the dome, so I didn't really see the point.
And yet you've had this for how long? They're asking you again. It's been a month.
I'm not going to tell them I've had it a month.
You came into contact a few times.
I'll roll deception. I don't care. I'm sure I'll fail, but I'm not going to tell them I've had it a month. Ooh, ooh, ooh! What's my deception? I'm sure they have high ass shit, but
they rolled a 3 and a 4.
Well, I rolled a 19.
Okay.
Whoa.
So that makes it a 27.
Okay. They definitely would have advantage, but they're just to the point where they're not thinking it's midnight.
Would have a bit to drink.
Yeah, thank you for doing your job for the first time in a month, Francisco. Porthos is just going to look at him and go, does he deserve a raise for this? This is big. And Lord de Winter is just going to put a hand up and go, shh. Adults are discussing.
Okay, well, I mean, I can just go ahead and tell them to nix that if you prefer. Or you can have me at the meeting and give me a raise. One or the other.
Ooh. He's getting good. Porthos is just going to sigh and go, fuck. You don't talk at the meeting. That's the important part. Maybe after we've had a talk with Puck. Interesting. Met him. Nice guy.
And Morgan.
And Morgan.
Yeah.
Heard about him from the mayor. Tight ass. Interesting. Full rights. Huh.
While they're having this conversation,
yes, you could go to bed if you want to.
No. There's
the
one
girls
thing.
have already fucked off.
Were these demands written? The written demands we got. Tooth has some version of that.
Not this contract. This one was just a one contract. No. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. The doc that you sent over, the list of demands from both sides. Tooth has some version of that. Oh,
yeah, everybody's got a copy.
While they're having this conversation, Tooth doesn't feel confident enough to speak up about it, but he shows Talos this. He kind of points to one of the lower demands for the Lunarans. It says access to Fey resources, right to trade for Fey metals, flora, and enchantments under agreed prices to boost the economy and maintain cooperation. Establish regulated trade posts guarded by both sides. He just kind of points at that and goes like,
"This is different, Tooth."
Yes. I'm sorry. Am I missing something, or are you just pointing it out?
He was trying to point it out privately to Talos of like, is this? Is this?
I thought you were just like nervously pointing at like, my bad.
No, he's pointing it out to Talos like, is this? Do we have to say something about this? Assuming that it's a conflict with what's going on right now.
Understood.
It's a demand. Which side makes that demand?
Lunara. It's on the
Lunarans.
The only conflict of interest is that they do not. The people who are requesting this don't know that the rights have already been given. But that giving of rights was a contract with Morgan?
Yeah, Morgan.
Way back in session 20 or something.
Might have been before that, but yeah, in around there.
Tooth just shrugs.
You can give me intelligence rolls if you like.
I assume Morgan's
natural 20. Second natural 20 in 20.
Okay. Okay. Too smart in Talos
right now, which is
hard to do.
Talos is explaining it, trying to remember everything, and I imagine Tooth makes the connection before Talos has finished explaining it, so he's had time to think.
Yeah.
So basically, how it would work, like the list of demands is going to be like 3 months talk. This is going to take a while to hammer the details out. But if the Lord de Winter and Porthos sign this contract, whatever contracts they have currently in with the people of Lunara, they would be able to, like, say, cut some corners and say there's a shipment of 50 tons of ore coming through. Maybe 20 tons of that goes somewhere else, but the paperwork still says 50.
Yeah, so there's it.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be business as usual. It'll be the above ground trade and the below ground trade, as it were, and that will just continue with the Fae.
Yes, but this is like the contract that they are going to sign if they do. Like they're having, like, they've taken in the contract and gone over to like a corner to have a conversation with Aunt Francisco, and this is the type of contract, you guys know a little bit more about the Fae, this is almost like a lifetime contract, and that they will have to plan for their successors to honor this contract for a while. So this is a major this is going to take time to get ready, and they're going to have to hire a lot of people and bribe a lot of people, and this is a big undertaking. To hide something of this scale is a big commitment.
This sinks in for
That's
Tooth
what the nat 20
while
got you.
Talos is explaining the biggest moment of clarity of his life of what is going on here and the potential risk.
This is the Mafia having a chat.
Yeah, he's like, suddenly like, why am I in this room? And he's like, I have to go to bed. Good night, everyone.
Yeah, you don't even get a response from them.
Just walks out.
Yep.
I'm also imagining as if they forget he's in the room.
Yeah. I shouldn't be here.
They go over this contract for about an hour, Francisco. Before they both look at it, and go, "Oh, this is going to be interesting." They both sign the paper, and the paper vanishes. And they just kind of look at it and go, "So that's what that feels like." Okay. Never had one from our end do that. It's always been somebody else who signs it, and it comes to us. Interesting. They both kind of like look at each other and go, "Huh? Do we still need to be here?" And they kind of look, "Yeah, there's still work to do." Good night, everybody. Francisco, what do you need? Armor? I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it is really either. Yeah,
I don't know if I can get
I'm
it
sure
today.
I'm sure we've got something close by that's better. So
Close by. For us, no. We'll get you suited out.
yeah. But there's two main things I need. One, and I want to say you gave me a list, or like there was a list, but you didn't actually give me a list. If not, correct me.
I don't know.
About
I have so many lists, but
yeah, I know, and that's what I'm saying, man. Like I know I didn't get a physical list, but I want to say there was a list of the extra children at like my adopted kids.
oh, no.
No, there was something
I
with
can't
that.
remember. I think it was mentioned that you have a couple extra bastards out there.
Yeah.
I don't think there's an actual list.
Okay.
I think that was the mirror that told you that.
Yeah. I can't remember now. Fuck.
I think it was the mirror that meant. I can't remember.
But yeah,
something.
It's one.
That was on the whim for Brandon. I wouldn't have that written down.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll try and find it though. But yeah.
One. Look into adoption houses of that have adopted out or held. Because I mean, come on, they're fucking smugglers. They're gonna know or be able to find it of half Drow kids or part Drow kids.
They both kind of give you a side eyes, and yeah, okay, yeah, we figured there'd be a couple.
Yeah, two. I don't care as much about the raise now, but I want a credit. I don't know, however banking would work here. I don't think we've ever actually talked about that.
Yeah, there's banks.
But yeah, I want credit. I want credit. I want good credit at. So at some point, I need to make my way up to Braxis. So I want good credit there.
Yeah, they both kind of look at each other and go, doable. Yeah. Not the most entertaining place right now, but or secure. But I know someone. Yeah.
The raise obviously comes with a promotion. So I can have better information than whatever bullshit you think y'all give me.
You get more than
And-
most people who've only worked for us for a month. That's only because you're technically
Family, I know.
somewhat adjacent family.
Lastly, at the meeting, Grant, there's a lot of things I probably don't want to interject on, but you do understand that it's me who Buck and Morgan know.
Yes, I understand
so
that, but
I'm
your
the-
name was not on the contract.
I thought my name was on the contract.
No, your name was.
Like I genuinely thought my name was on the contract.
I will
'Cause
double
that's why I'm
check.
like-
I'll listen to it again, but it is possible. I'll double check.
Because like that was like
Well,
part of the whole
we'll
reason
say-
I asked
well-
about the rights was to be like, I need to get these rights so I can fucking.
I'm pretty sure you said rights for specific people.
I
I don't know.
remember
I'll
now,
listen
but
to it again, but
either which
yeah,
way.
I'll double check.
Either which ways, I'm gonna say, yeah,
There are a lot of people there, so that's fine.
I'm gonna be there. And in all seriousness, the final, because Francisco's thinking about that favor,
Yep.
make it a decent contract.
Yeah,
And
this is going to take time.
Yeah.
This is a major discussion with a lot more people.
Yeah.
At some point in time.
But yeah,
Doable.
basically,
Take a
this
while.
is saying if I'm not moving up from this, I'm going to try and make sure it doesn't happen.
They both kind of give you a smile of a good luck. You still technically work for us, so you're under contract, blood contract, I believe, with us.
Mm-hmm.
So don't break that. You will not enjoy what happens if you ever do. No one ever does. But yes, I think we'll discuss it, and we'll let you know.
It works.
Cool.
Have
Well-
a great evening, gentlemen.
Yeah, you have 2 more days. We'll see you at midnight. They walk out.
Yep.
This is it, yeah. This is the type of thing where they immediately need to, like, have a meeting with 1,000 people at some point, somewhere safe, somewhere secure, and figure shit out.
Yep.
So they're going to be busy.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect. All right. So, we are moseying right along. I think we're pretty good. So we have a couple more days of shit to do. I'm going to skip by most of it because there's a lot. So in the morning, you are all brought. You're allowed to have breakfast again with the same people at the meeting. A couple of them aren't there. A couple of them show up late. A couple of them look like they never left. The mayors have definitely are a little worn, ragged, and it looks like they went over the list of demands all fucking night long. Greybeater's there, Kaga's there. There's a lot of people that just didn't go to bed last night. They're still here first thing in the morning, and breakfast is served. If you guys want to have breakfast there, I'll leave that up to you. Nothing really else is gone there except for you're going to be told of who's showing up today that they know of. So 2 days before the meeting, the Merchant Council of 11 is going to be showing up today, and they are escorted by the army that is currently outside. A lot of them left and were escorting their carriages. They didn't come by magic. They wanted the people to see them. So they came all the way from Axiom to here and talked to the people along the way, just like a mayor or like people would, to like go over what's going here, and just so the people they're seen. These people are usually never seen by the public. So they probably left maybe 2 weeks ago, and they're finally showing up now. Like, as soon as they were told where and when the meeting is, they immediately started to move. So it's been a bit. Some of them came by that weren't an Axiom, so you'll just pretty much see them. They're the only ones that are coming up 2 days before. So the entire Merchant Council is going to be here. All 11 of them. 3 of them are ones that are on Porthos's list that he told you to look out for. So, I want either perception, investigation, or insight rolls. 1 roll for each of you, because I'm assuming you're going to try and see what you can ascertain.
My highest is perception.
Okay.
So,
I'll roll for the girls here too.
Nat
This
20.
is not something... Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, I'm going to fall asleep. I heard you speak, and then the second I go to click a roll, like, crap, what skill did he say?
Whichever one you think is going to work. I'm going to burn her rope inspiration for that one. It didn't roll well for Sabryn, but she can guidance that. Or can she? Ooh, she doesn't have guidance anymore? She got rid of guidance? Wow. Sabryn never gets rid of guidance. Oh no, sorry, she still has the... Oh, that's why her... she has a Obsidian gem that gives her guidance, but she's not attuned to it right now. That's why. Let me roll for Ben. Sabryn didn't roll well. Ben didn't roll well. Wow. Okay. Those were some bad rolls for those two. Considering I had a plus 10. Sabryn got a 15 and a 16. Now that she's a full bard, her bonuses are ridiculous. She's a plus 14 to performance. Yeah. Joys of... what does the bards get? Half proficiency with everything? What is that one called? Jack of all trades. That's what it is. Perfect. Okay. So we got a nat 20, a 26, and a 22. You guys are actually doing pretty good here. Okay. So... You definitely get the stink eye from all fucking 11 of them. A couple of them particularly don't even want to know who you are as ambassadors. There's a couple of them that come up and say hi to you. The majority of them just shake you off as if you're just nobody, because they don't know who you are. The fact that you brought people here... most of them are ignoring you and talking to the crowd and all the other people here first. You're nat 20, you're 22, and you're 26. The 3 that Porthos first told you about that got their jobs under suspicious activity, one of them is not going near Greybeard at all. That's Captain Halric Thorn, human. On your list of people, he's the head of naval trade and shipping routes. He's... Anytime Greybeard's even in the general area, he turns around and fucks off. That's what your nat 20 got you. Your 26... You would also notice Lord Darius Vaynar, another human. He's the banker. He has 2 half-drow guards with him, full-time, walking with him. Most of them are like... He talks to them, they talk to him. This is definitely a working... He's a banker, so he definitely has guards full-time, and they're half-drow. They don't have any house sigils that you can see. They're armed to the tits, though. They are in full plate mail. They are definitely wearing armor that a Drow usually wouldn't wear. This is handcrafted. This is expensive. They both have dual rapiers at their sides. But full helmet down. You'd see them lifted up a few times. That's how you know they're half Drow. That's what also your net 20 got you. The one on your list, Sir Corvin Malvec. He's the one who oversees the arms and shipments and stuff, keeps track of ore. He's pretty much the one in charge of a lot other the main ore, not the mining and smithing aspects. So him and Bargram, Embervane. So you would be introduced to the Dwarf. The Dwarf and Sir Corvin are quite happy to see all of you and come introduce themselves. The gnome comes over to you, Fessick, Bramblegear, and the Halfling. There's another dwarf that looks to be like he's got a bunch of paper, and like he's carrying like a massive chest, and pretty much ignoring everyone and just asking where you can put some stuff down. So about half the council comes to you. Most of them are glad to see you. The other half don't even acknowledge your existence. Yeah. You rolled well, so you got a couple things that I didn't think you would get. So, whether or not you want to talk to any of them, there's only the only one who would actually care to talk to you a lot would be Anwyn Larathil. She's an elf. She oversees the foreign trade treaties of rare imports. She's quite interested in all of you. And she'd be like trying to get to know you throughout the day, to the point where when she starts talking to you, the good old reporter also keeps trying for the next 2 days to talk to you guys over and over and over. And as soon as someone talks to you, she goes talks to them. She's on your ass, sniffing at your trails for the next 2 days.
By the end of the first day, Talos is clearly irritated by this. Mm-hmm. And so next time he sees her alone, he will sort of single her out to just, what questions do you have?
Hi. Oh. Okay. I have a list. We won't go over all of them. But the main ones that she wants to know, she has a list of questions before the meeting she wants to ask. And then after the meeting, she has a bunch more questions of what went on and stuff like that, because she is not being allowed inside the actual meeting, much to her chagrin. So the main thing she's going to be asking you is about what are your qualifications to be ambassadors? Is there anything you want to share with the people? She wants to get your consent on a one-on-one meeting at some point after the meeting so the world can get to know you better. What have you uncovered? Is there any danger of violence, sabotage, betrayal? What's going on under the dome is the main one. She wants to delve deeply into what's under there. Like there's widespread theories and people are scouring our ancestors' records for any mention of what it was like back then. Should we be like leaving immediately? Is this place going to become a war zone? A bunch of questions like that. And what happens if the meeting collapses? And are you scared of the entire world blaming you five for if things go wrong? She's a reporter.
No light stuff then.
Nope.
Let's start at the top. Your first question was, and this is me being tired because it's late.
I know. So we can. You can go over the main things with her. We don't have to. But you can give me the basics of what you want to tell her.
Essentially, makes it understood that we can't say a lot since litigations are still happening, and information is still powerful. Any agreements that are reached are likely to be kept. The Fae I'll give the sense that currently under the dome, the Fae's main goal is keeping order. It seems a lot is being put in place to keep things in check. Not everyone is following rules, and as usual on both sides, there will always be the odd ones out.
Exactly.
While
You're doing
I'll
this,
avoid anything that I think could be sensitive, or anything I'm just not sure on.
that works for me.
If I'm not sure, I avoid saying anything on that matter.
Okay.
He will take your words out of context.
Some of her questions.
Okay, perfect. In between some of her questions, like she's gonna ask you like 3 about what's going on at the meeting, and then throw a personal one in to see if she gets a response from you. So like she's gonna ask you at some point, like, what's going on under the dome? Once you finish that, she's gonna go with the people who build you. Do you think they'd be proud of you right now? Like personal shit in between.
Oh, that's difficult. The person who originally built me, probably not. The person who repaired me, I'd like to think so. And I'm leaving it at that.
Okay. No, she's just gonna go. According to my notes, you were a librarian at the sanctuary. How was that? Like stuff like that. So she's gonna forever how you willing to sit with her. She's gonna try and get to know every little tiny detail about you. But each question about you is going to be in between 3 or 4 about what's going on here. Just throw you off.
If she's still got questions, Talos does not sleep, so
I know.
He's going to keep going until she's going back to questions he can't answer because he doesn't know, or he thinks that will get him in trouble for answering.
Okay, perfect.
Or until she goes away because look at that, it's 5 a.m. and they haven't slept.
It'll be this is day 2, sorry. So yeah, this would be, she'd only take about an hour of your time before someone more important came by and she just ran to them.
But yeah.
Perfect. But you did take the time for her, and you're the first of 5, so she is extremely happy that the non-sentient one is the most communicative of the bunch.
I would definitely get in that hour get across that you have annoyed some of the others with your persistency.
Good. That's a response. The people must know. All right.
Tooth is kind of watching this and considering a time in which he'll do the same, but he doesn't approach.
Okay.
But he's listening to how Talos responds.
Okay. Perfect.
You know what? I'm going to quickly roll a charisma check to see if I mess up at all.
Okay.
Never mind, that's just going to be a straight roll.
Okay.
Eh.
Let me give her a... You're at a standstill. She rolled a 13 insight to see how much bullshit you're giving her. Okay.
Technically, I'll give her no bullshit. Technically.
I know. But she doesn't understand a lot of what you're saying. But yeah, okay. Perfect. So, during the remainder of... So this is 2 days before the meeting. Is there anything you guys would like to do with the council? Or would any of you follow any of them? Or what would your plan be for day 2?
I'm curious about the dude with the half-drow guard.
Yep, two drow. Yep.
I thought you said 2 half-drow.
Sorry, 2 half-drow. That's what I meant, but there's 2 of them. Yeah. That is Lord Darius.
Yeah.
The banker.
Yeah, the money.
Yep.
So yeah. That. I think I'm going to try to approach and talk to him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I think I'm gonna.
Okay.
approach.
Would you do this outside, inside the castle? Like, these guys are, like, they had a lot of stuff that they brought. It would take them at least a couple hours to unpack, get situated, introduce themselves to everybody. They'd mingle. So probably by like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they'd finally be in the castle and have time to like have quick lunch in their wherever they're being set up in a nicer spot than you guys.
Yeah,
Definitely in the same wing where you guys are, though. So you guys, I think I said you're 3rd floor. They'd be definitely 2nd floor.
I would try to make it somewhat organic, like having lunch at the same time, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, perfect.
Following, trying to see when the good time to approach would be, all that.
Okay.
My assumption is if I approach, the guards are gonna pause me anyway.
Yeah, like pretty much like the Lord Darius usually sits near himself with like a big book in front of him that he's flipping through, and the guards are flanking on both sides. He's just like at an area sit for one. As soon as you approach, they both like basically put up their hands, one's hand like on a weapon, and they go, "Sir, one of those ambassador people are here for you." Lord Darius kind of looks and goes, "What? Oh. Yes, that's fine. What can I help you with? You are..." He's going to, like, flip to a book. Francisco. Oh, he's going to fix that. Francisco. What can I help you with?
I just, I'm trying to make my way around, meeting all the people coming to the meeting here. Damn it, I've already forgot. Darius? Right?
I am the Lord Darius, yes.
Yeah, Lord Darius.
You don't need to bow, that's fine.
I wasn't going to.
And you should. The other two look at you and go, "You should. He is your better, sir."
You could suck my dick. So.
They, like, step 1 foot forward. And Lord Darius just holds up his hand. It's fine.
Like I said, I just wanted to introduce myself. I hear that you're quite the banker.
Yes.
And he's part of that Council 11, you said, right?
Yes. Yeah, he's the merchant head of money.
Merchant head of money.
He's the merchant head of banks.
Yeah.
He knows where all the money is stored.
Yeah.
So you could say he's a proper banker.
Yes. Proper.
And just I'm just trying to get a feel for everyone, just on their thoughts, their expectations of this meeting, so we can try to help things go along smoothly.
So you would actually like to do your ambassador duties. Understood. Well, he's gonna like open up a small little notebook. I can fit you in about 6 days for a meeting, if you'd like. In Axiom.
You understand
I'd be happy to discuss what we need to do. This one, yes. That has nothing to do with... You got us here, I'm told. But this, if you are specifically wanting to know what I need from these people, I can set you up for a meeting in 6 days.
No, I don't need to know what you need. I just need to know your expectations for the upcoming meeting.
Oh, that will be discussed with the Merchant Council, not you. If you would like to be in the room, I'll ask them as a group.
Oh, I'm sure I'll see you there.
Again, that's up to them, not all of us, not just you.
Sure. Well, one, I'm wanting to get an insight check on them, just to see how I feel. My insight's not great, and I mean that's not a bad roll, but What is my insight? Is it plus or minus? It's plus. So that's a 15.
Okay. You're not in his inner circle. You should
Yeah.
not be here talking to him. That's what your 15 gets you.
Okay.
The guards, though, the 15's enough to tell both hands are on weapons now.
Mhm.
And they're just staring at you.
Like I said, I was just wanting to come over, introduce myself, give Phil. You know, I've been talking to everyone. You know, I've been talking.
I'm
with,
extremely happy you were the first to come and say hi.
Been talking to like the Lord de Winter a lot today. I want to see his reaction on de Winter's name drop.
For him, 1 sec. I need to read something.
Yep. Because I just have this feeling.
You don't get a twitch from him. Give me an insight, another one. You dropped a name, so it has to be a different roll.
Yep. That's a 16.
16. So it's cocked. You get a little twitch from one of the guards, but not him.
Okay.
Like more of a head tilt. But like a very, very subtle head tilt. Like a half an inch.
Great. Well, like I said,
he just kind of goes to winter. He's just like flipping through a book. Yeah, he does some work for some important people, but I don't think I've ever had the pleasure of meeting him yet.
Well, I'm sure he'll come across your path at some point during this. If not, I'm happy. I'm happy to make the introduction. Okay. Well, y'all are at the same meeting, so that's why I'm saying that. I'm sure you'll see him in the meeting. Yes. Okay. I don't know if you'd like an introduction. Yeah, I'd be happy to introduce you. But like I said, I just want to introduce myself. You have a great day, Lord Darius.
Yeah, maybe he looks through another note. Yeah, I can fit him in tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
I'll let him know. If I see him again, I'll let him know.
Yep. I'll be here for most of the part. Yep. Thank you.
Yep.
And then like he kind of gives you thank you again for this. And then just goes back like immediately.
Yeah.
Another thought in his head. And like it's until you leave the room before the guards stop looking at you and put their hands off their weapons.
Yeah. They're guards. That's what I expect.
They're guards. Yep.
I did not care.
Perfect. All right. Yeah. So that's Lord Darius Vaynor. Yeah, he looks overworked. Didn't bat an eye at anything you gave him.
Yeah, I mean, well, I did. I wasn't threatening him or anything like that. I'm being posh. But Francisco's version of posh. I mean, I still said you could suck my dick, but I can't help that.
You only said it once.
Yeah, see?
Yep.
See?
This is true. That was just more of a, wait, did he just say that? I don't know. Yeah. He probably found a note, like a little addendum saying, Francis is an asshole or something like that. Ignore everything he says, stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to like stake out, the room or anything, but if that one guard, if I see him kind of off by himself, I would try to make an approach within the next 2 days. I kind of doubt I will, just in case though. I want that to be.
They don't leave Lord Darius's side at all.
Didn't think so.
One goes to the washroom. Three of them goes. If the guards got to go, he's got to get up and go with the guards.
Okay.
3 of them are together all the time. They all have a room together.
Okay. Cool.
You don't see them alone. They're all 3 of them are together.
Yeah.
Full time. And he doesn't pay them any attention.
Yeah.
At all. Yeah.
Okay.
But from time to time you would notice they touch his shoulder and lean down, whisper, or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or point something out. But yeah, there's lots of other people coming up, but he's heading his books for the most part. Yeah.
Okay.
I will take another. Are you trying to perceive or insight something?
Me?
Yes, during the next couple days.
Like I said, for that would just be like perceive, because I'm like, if there's other
Investigating.
things
Okay.
there's other things I'm gonna try to do
Okay.
other than just him.
Okay, then I will take. Give me 2 rolls.
Perceive.
Yeah, give me 2 rolls. You know something's fishy with one of them. I'll have one of them an advantage.
Okay. The first one, where's my perception? There's my perception. The first one was a fucking 10, and the second
Okay.
one was a 17.
Okay, and one of them was with advantage. Or was
Oh,
that the
and what-
advantage? Yeah.
Well, you said make 2 rolls, so...
I want 2 rolls, but only one with advantage.
Okay. Then I guess we can count that as the advantage one.
Sure.
19 for the second one.
Okay. I love when the dice say something. I rolled 2 2s.
Nice.
I'm really terrible for regular rolls. I don't have stat sheets for these guys yet, I don't think. They definitely both at some point you probably catch like a little glimpse of the 2 of them having some sort of some sort of talk. Reach into like a pocket and then they touch Lord Darius before they tell him something.
Okay.
A little bit of glow.
Yeah, noted.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, all right, so that covers the money. Let's move on to someone else if they want to do something. I've got ideas.
So we are now into one day before the meeting. So we were two. We're on one day.
We're on one day.
There's only one thing I'd want to do on the same day that Francisco was talking up the proper banker.
Yep.
I'll just like slowly burn spell slots throughout the day to keep detect magic up.
Yes.
To see what sort of things people have. Well,
Okay.
I'd like to try and walk past. I had his name up. Just
Yep.
lost it. Walk past, King Stoneforged.
The king.
To try and sit, and I'm looking specifically for like any schools of magic that I reckon could cause.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Are you
Crazy
doing this
doing this
stealthily, or
stealthily?
are you just going to have it up
Gonna
full
have it
time
up
while you
full
walk
time
by?
while you walk by.
Oh, I'm casting. I'll probably.
You'd already have it going.
You'd already have it going as you walk by.
Yeah, I probably look in a few times because I'm casting it. So I had it the other day, so I'm getting a wide range of people. So I'm wandering around. But if I see him, I want to make a note of to walk past him to try and just try and see.
How close are you going to get?
Closer.
What's the range? That's the question.
I think 30.
I think 30. I think.
So yeah, like if I go down a corridor and I see him like at the end of a T junction, I'll turn towards him so we pass each other in the corridor.
You would be able to tell that as soon as you have your detect magic up and you come near his presence, you feel something shift in the air, and then everything that you like, there's almost like a glint of catching something, and then you just like, wait, what? But you don't catch anything, no magic on him at all. But every time you come close, it's just you have that almost 1 second of, wait, what was I doing again?
Right.
They don't pick anything.
They don't pick anything up on him.
So that's just more confirmation of weird stuff's happening.
Yes. Iron, I got so many names here. Let me do the easy thing here. Bring up my tokens. Actually, I'm going to bring you guys all over to the token table just in case you need names. All the names are here. This is what I'm copying and pasting from. The bottom half are guards and castle staff. In case I needed tokens. Bring a king here. Borgrim, Iron Mantles. Weapon, definitely magical. Armor, definitely magical. Cloak, definitely magical. Morgan, everything near him just fizzles. You don't pick anything up, but it's just more of a weird, and like you almost like, it's almost like hitting a wall and moving on without you even realizing you hit a wall and moved on.
Right.
Yeah. The inside of your head is trying to figure out what just happened. Like you're getting 5 voices going, wait, what? What was that? Wait, what? It's almost like you rolled back a little bit.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I have another plan then, but I'll wait until someone else has had their turn.
Here. Anything else for Tooth for the rest of the day? I will tell you who's showing up day 1. Sorry, with 1 day before. At some point during the day, you will be told to come back outside where the teleportation circle is in the area. The Arcane Compact is showing up today. And at some point, you see, I don't know, a couple thousand people stare up into the sky and point. And at about noon hour, you see Valen come flying in on her carriage. With her at the helm of her carriage, and it's flying this time. And she just settles in without a care in the world. And the carriage just goes into where Yervardo and Lucky is, on its own, and then she just starts strolling around. The Arcane Compact, though, would any of you want to be there for that? You would have been told when they were coming. Yes, beautiful. Give me perception rolls as they start coming through, please.
$14.
And this is the picture of all of them here. 5 of them are high elves. 5 of them are human.
I take it passive perception works.
I'm good with that too.
Yeah.
Great, goes 13 to me.
They are all, a couple of them use the teleportation circle, but most of them immediately just teleport here. One at a time, like one, then the next, then the next, then the next. It almost looks like, you'd almost get an air of they're showing off. Instead of everybody coming at once, they're all coming one at a time. You almost immediately would feel, especially those of you that have magic, they are radiating power and respect. The amount of, like, you have an aura of almost awe with these people, almost as if, like, you wanted, what's the word Brandon's looking for? Where you get down onto your knees. What's that word? Anyway, it's almost as if you want to bow immediately to these people.
So would this be like a charm effect?
Hard to tell, but no. This is just more of an emperor walked into the room and you go, oh fuck. But 10 of them.
So that they have that much confidence. They give the air
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
Yeah. Like immediately. They literally take stock of the area, and then only one of them, has someone else with them. I say someone else, it's something else. Talos. You come face to face with this one that's right beside him. Another Warforged.
where is that?
Right here.
Sounds like Francisco's aura.
Kind of. Somewhat of a paladin effect, but on a mass scale almost. But like 10 of them at the same time. You definitely have another Warforged that definitely looks humanish. This one's been given a face, and this one has very, very nice outer shell, very nice clothing, and appears to be carrying luggage for one of them. And Talos, you would definitely hear another construct talk for the first time. This one pretty much just goes, "Sir, where would you like me to?" And one of the maids just kind of goes, "Find where my room is, please, Clockshade, and just put my stuff there. Tell me where it is later, get to know the lay of the land, and then come back and report." The other Warforged just walks right by and gives like a little bow, lifts up all the stuff, and starts walking through, and as he passes you, he just kind of goes, "You must be Talos. I hope to have a lovely little chat with you at some point. I've been told great things about you.
Likewise.
When the time permits. But I'm on a job." And he just, like, goes away. Oh, then he goes, "Clockshade's the name, by the way. Servant is the game, as always for our kind."
Oh, Talos will just give a nod because it's only what he's seen in the Feywild.
Yeah.
He's
sure.
a little bit taller than you.
Yeah.
He's a servant. He's clearly a carrying servant. He needs to be taller and stronger.
But this is the first one you've seen talk outside of the place in the dome. Yeah. This is new for you, and he looks extremely well made.
I would like to like commit to memory his face so I can start sending. And also which one he was with.
Who he was with?
Yes.
Let me double check in here.
Like the one that gave him the order of go and find my room.
Yep. It was an elf. Female. The name on your list with the descriptions you have would be Valeth Starweaver. She's tall and ethereal. The notes that you have on her, she is a divination wizard. She does trade in politics. She sees trends in trade and politics. So she can basically see things that are going to happen or conversations that are going to happen, and like almost like put her influence into it so it's her way. She's a good talker, but she's a divination wizard. So most of these guys are. They can see things before they happen. So think of the fact that you're walking through almost 10 precogs. Yeah. These are people who you don't want to fuck with. That's the aura that they're giving anyway. But yeah, so Valeth Starweaver, she's the one who gave the order to Clockshade. And he's moving pretty quick. For someone his size, like, quite dainty. Yeah.
I can deal with that.
Yes. But there's definitely two of you around. So that's the only ones that come with one day before. Francisco, you have not seen hide or hair of anyone from the Drow yet. which is strange because you know one of them is supposed to be here.
Yeah, that actually was part of my thought process was to
Beautiful.
ask my good old telephone. I mean Talos.
What do you think the T stands for?
What's that?
That's what the T stands for, right?
But yeah, see, like, hey, so you should be at this meeting, unless you want me speaking for the Drow, which probably isn't a good idea.
Who specifically are you calling? Do you remember who's supposed to be coming here?
It's supposed to be Grandma, isn't it?
Nope.
It's either Grandma or Volo.
Nope. The one
Neither
you were
one?
told... No, the one you were told that was going to be here to talk to the Drow, as the Drow. Let me bring up my list here.
Or was it that Dark
she was the
Priestess?
Yes, Priestess
Yeah.
Merwin Del Armgo. She's the Cleric of Axiom. She should be here with the High Arbiter, and you have not seen her yet.
Okay, then let me call her.
Okay.
Because I knew it was someone.
Yeah, you did.
I knew it was someone high up.
She's on your first meeting list, too.
Yeah.
Even though I do have Volo on there, but ignore that. You don't know he's coming. So you have Talos send her a message. Talos, the reply you get is impatience. Just like his father. I'll be there when I'm there.
No, I relay it word for word.
That fucking bitch calling me like...
And I'll just drag you out the corridor.
But also,
Drag, I say, try.
Yep.
like I do have plans, and my next plan is I want to. I've met the money. I want to meet the brain.
Which one is the brain?
I have to look it up.
So there's a couple. Like they're technically all the brains of places. Were you looking at one of the other ones that's on Porthos's list?
Yeah, because
Okay.
one was the money, one was the brain, and one was the brawn.
Okay, so we'll say, so you would notice if you would want to go to Captain Howard Thorne, he's the head of naval trade and shipping routes. He's the one who has been immediately running away from Greybeard every time they're in the same room together.
Yep.
Like almost just like a turnaround.
Yep.
Then the other one was Sir Corvin Malbec. He oversees the arms and armors. Armor and arms that are shipped. Yeah.
That's who we were calling the muscle.
Yes. Okay.
But yeah.
Perfect. So Captain Howrick always comes up with an excuse that he's too busy, he has other things to do. When the meeting is on, he will make time to talk to you after the meeting is done.
Every time I try to make some sort of approach.
Yes, he immediately waves someone over, a servant or anything that has food, and just goes, yes, talk to my... I'll deal with you after the meeting, sir. Nice to meet you. That's all you're getting from him.
Well, if I try the same thing with a name drop.
Please tell me the name drop.
Porthos.
Are you going to do this with other people nearby you?
No,
definitely
that's
not
not
to drop somewhere.
Like, that's not my plan. That's
you
not
don't
my
your
plan.
You don't say your boss's name to people.
No, but like my plan is more like like he runs out from Greybeard, I run behind him real quick, or something like that. Like,
Okay.
I try to catch him on. If I can't catch him on,
Okay.
I won't do. I'll do the Winter's
fine.
name drop. If I
Okay.
can't catch him alone.
You know what you could do? You probably sort of see him like, I don't know, mingling someone. You spot Greybeard approaching. Go, cool. His escape route would be to here. And if I just stand there and wait, he has to escape by me.
Yeah.
He approaches you almost.
Okay.
I don't know
At
if Francis
some
is
point-
smart enough for that.
That's right. At some
Based
point
off
when you name drop Porthos, he immediately shifts, grabs you by the scruff of the neck, and goes, "Why are you bringing up the Pirate King here at this meeting? Why would I give a shit about someone who's on my hit list? Do you know his whereabouts? Because there is a reward on his head. I would love to take that." He's the head of the Navy, sir. You're giving him the
I know.
Pirate King's name.
I know. I'm trying to get a reaction.
His reaction is anger, and why would you, as an ambassador in this place alone, know that name? And he's trying to press you for information.
It made
and
you talk
wondering
to
where
me.
he is so he can kill him.
It made you talk to me.
Why would I care about talking to you about anything else? Why would you drop a name like that? There's not many people who know that name. So you have to know that name somehow.
Of course.
Are you working for him?
No.
Give me a deception roll, please.
27.
Okay. 25. I rolled an 18. He's got a plus 17.
I rolled a 19. I was hoping that was going to work.
Things might have changed today.
Yep.
He immediately just goes, "What can I do for you? What do you want? I'm a busy person. You're not on my list today."
Basically, I'm just going to ask him the same thing I asked of the brain, or of the money.
Okay.
Darius, Lord Darius. I'm not going to remember. I've been calling him that. Which is, I'm, just as the ambassador, I'm trying to make sure everything's going to go as smoothly as possible. Blah 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 blah. See what your expectations of this meeting is.
Right. This is a meeting. Bringing up names like that in a place where that name does not belong makes me wonder how you do your job on a regular basis. This is not how you do business. Good, you know his name. I'm thrilled for you, sir. I'm surprised you're still alive if you know that name.
I'm surprised you are too.
Yes, well, I have a tremendous amount of people looking out for me. And apparently, if his name's in the mix here, I'm going to have to change a few things. So you have a great day now, okay? See you at the meeting.
You too. Yeah. Hopefully you're alive.
He doesn't even flinch.
That's fine. Like I said, this is just me now being petty.
I understand that part. But telling the head of naval trade and shipping routes,
yep,
this is going to change a few things.
I wanted to get reactions.
I'm good for that. He definitely knows the name.
Because I even have a thought process for that.
Okay. All right. So we have 20 minutes left before I want to stop this at 11. So if there's nothing else you guys want to do or talk to,
there's one thing I want to do.
Sure.
It would take. I'd totally do it as soon as I've met.
Clockshade.
Okay.
I'm going to call him Cogsworth for a second.
Clockshade. Cogsworth is later.
Cogsworth is later.
I got him somewhere.
Excuse myself to probably not use probably my own room. Not that I really have one.
Yep.
And a quick sending. Actually, no, she's not there, so I probably don't need. I don't know. I'd send off the necessary. Talos would know. I've forgotten. Send off to necessary people to let them know I'm going over to the. It's not called the sanctuary, is it? I'm forgetting all the places. The library.
The
library.
Yeah.
Yep.
To do research, because the fact that detect magic slipped off something is fucking weird.
Yep.
Now, and considering we've seen something similar, I don't know if anything's been written down before, and I can come back quickly as well. Now I know that.
Okay.
And since I've met with, I'm too tired. I've forgotten his name already.
She's also here. You'd have to let the dean know that you're going there.
Yes,
because it's her personal one.
Yes.
Exactly. So I'd
She's going to
sending
accompany you because she knows. Would you tell her
what you're looking for?
Doesn't see a reason to hide it, but he wouldn't say it voluntarily. That makes sense.
Okay.
If she's like, "Oh, what are you looking for?" he says it.
Yes.
But unless she asks who he's going for.
Yeah.
You're at a meeting.
That's highly important. If you're leaving it, she wants to know, and if you tell her, she'll know exactly where to go to help you research. It'll speed things up. That's all I'm thinking.
The idea being, because I can cast it twice, so I can be there and back.
Yeah.
Within the day. That and Sage background gives me something to do with it, finding knowledge. I double check it.
Okay.
If you're gonna let her come with you, she can do that without you using a spell slot.
Since I'm messaging her first, sending.
Yes.
Okay.
I will. Yeah. There was two things. There was the detect magic sliding off, which was weird, and since I've met with the new Warforged, a quick.
Yep.
There's bound to be books on these people. Quick of
not many.
Not many, but
maybe
is a quick run through. Does his name appear? And if so, is there a creator listed?
Okay. Would you at some point ask him who created him or no?
I would, but since I'm going there anyway for the take magic thing, I would try and find that as well. It's a secondary thing. If I don't find the take magic thing in time, I don't bother checking.
Yeah. Okay. Give me an investigation roll with advantage.
Amazing.
Or we use hers.
I'm feeling lucky.
21's good. Okay, perfect. As soon as you and the dean get together, she pretty much goes near, she makes sure nobody's looking. She raises a ring on her hand and tells the ring to take me home. And you are both taken home immediately. Not even, this isn't a teleportation spell. This is one instant you're there, the next instant you're her home. No magic, you couldn't tell a fucking thing. Instantly you were just there, and she starts walking through the door.
It Talos takes more and just keeps going.
Yep. Instant. She just so it'll take you a little bit. This is definitely something she's kind of in the background. I think I know what you're doing. You're thinking of here. That's a weird one. If you filter in who did it, she kind of gives you the, don't know a lot about that family. We don't get many mages from the Windkeep. They teach their own. But she definitely takes you to an area and teaches you all about anti-magic shells. And how certain magic can be reflected against the caster. It is something very hard to learn. And it's usually on the person, not an aura. It's not something she knows how to do. But she does tell you a few people you could talk to figure out how this is happening. Rutheny is the best of the bunch. Or she also said, if you feel like going home and talking to Kelvin, he might have some notes in your actually own tower about it. She's never let on she knows Kelvin with you.
She knows we have the tower, right?
Yes, but she didn't know. I don't think she knew whose it was. I don't think. I can't remember. It's possible she does.
She's a powerful wizard. She's probably spied on us at some point without us knowing.
She's not a wizard.
She's not a wizard? I'm too tired to think.
Sabryn's the only one who has been the exact same thing she currently is.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
She definitely gives you
warlock vibe.
Right. I can check with Kelvin later.
Yep.
If you find that, if you know what kind it is, cool.
Yeah. This is like an anti-magic bubble on this person, but it's almost as if it rebounds the spell and forces you to, like, not to... It's almost like you're getting hit with a counter spell, but then also a quick little memory wipe.
Weird mix.
Yep.
Would that have been a quick enough search that I had time to search for the Warforged creator?
You wouldn't find that.
Here.
The only thing you would get is more information about how quickly creatures like you, like a Warforged like you, are being built in Braxis. Unless you went to your people who rebuilt you. Because maybe Baz is there still.
Considering I have the Dean with me, at least initially.
Yep.
Yeah, she's
walking around with you.
Yeah. Imagine she directs me instantly to the small section we have on them. And there's a quick flick through before she said, "Oh yeah, no, we don't have that."
Yeah.
At which point I'd probably, since I'm here and we can teleport back any time.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Pop in, ask.
Perfect. You will find Baz, middle of packing up. She kind of looks at you. The other professors aren't here. She's definitely packed for moving. Looks like Star Labs is expanded a little. It hasn't been a lot of time since you were there last, but they fixed it up after it was demolished. And all the remains of the Warforged that you guys fought there, she's turned into some sort of weird creature that can carry her and all her shit. It's definitely on wheels. It kind of looks like she made herself her steel defender. Almost. She definitely looks at you and goes, "Talos? Why are you here? You should be at the, meeting type thing.
Hi. Visiting.
Okay.
I just ran into another Warforged at the meeting.
Interesting.
Another one advanced enough to speak and hold conversation.
Ooh.
Right.
That's fun. I've heard that there's a lot being built. I think my sisters have a hand in some of it. I told you about them. They're in Braxis. Stop by the Ember Forge. They might be able to tell you some more.
That'll have to wait until I have time to go up.
Yeah.
Any idea how long it would take to develop something like that?
Well, I have a feeling when you were built, some of those plans that were duplicated, triplicated, and blueprints and all that probably got spread around when they probably shouldn't have.
Right.
So
I know they have the capability of creating smaller ones, so
it's pretty easy.
Just not many people.
Who could do it.
Any names I should keep an ear out for that I should be worried about?
Worried about the best in the business up there. Well, obviously my sisters, Sassy and Mazzy. You need to talk to Torvald. Torvald taught me. He's quite old. He's a big dwarf. I think he's got a little Durgar in him. Torvald Ironhand. He's got a famous forge up there. He also works at the Ember Works. That's where most things are. Up in there, it's a big shop. It's about the big as this building, honestly. They have been going tooth and nail up there for quite a while. So that'd be the best place to go. Ask the person where he's from.
I plan to. Just more information is always better.
Okay. I'm going to be up there. It's going to be a bit. My sisters told me that they built something that I need to go see. So apparently I got to go see that. So maybe I'll see you up there. It's going to take me a little while to get up there. But okay. But yeah, my sisters are pretty good. They have a lot of people helping them. So they're pumping out, I don't know, they call them more Modrons, I think. I don't know. They're a weird bunch. But they're building something that they said I need to look in the sky to see. So I don't know what they're doing. They're older than I am, so they're a little bit smarter, and, well, they decided to venture out on their own, and they've built something pretty neat up there, but I like where I am. I like helping the Drow. And the Durgar. They help me, so gotta pay them back. And without a couple of my teachers, I wouldn't be alive, so yeah. Live and learn. I've learned a lot. There's not many parts of me left that are still the original me, but still got the brain, still got the heart. That's all that's important.
Oh, thank you for your help.
Okay, good luck with the meeting. Say hi to everybody. But yeah.
The Ember Works.
Yeah.
It's
probably something you've heard in passing,
but not a lot's known about it. Yep. Perfect. Tooth, was there anything you wanted to do before the meeting?
There's a couple things, but it's getting a little late. I can maybe message them to you or something. They don't need to be RP'd out. It was.
That's fine. All I have left to do is read the meeting part. So the initial parts of the meeting, I could do that next session. Because that's where I was going to end anyway with this part. So it's only going to take me like 10 minutes to read it. We could do it next session. I'm okay with that.
Okay. Yeah.
Unless you guys want to stay for an extra 10, then I can go just read you what's going to happen. It won't take long.
I can stick around for 10.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll just send you a message about one of them, but the main thing that takes up the bulk of Tooth's time is he's going to basically devote a full day, if not more, depending on what we have left, to trying to see if he can really spot anything's fishy. If he can really spot like a huge amount of time, like walking around, looking more at the staff than the important people.
Okay. I will give me 2. Are you investigating or perception? What would you do?
I mean, Tooth goes to perception because that's his strength. Okay. So if that's an option.
You could also do survival. I don't know which one's better for you. If you're looking for like stuff on the ground too. It's up to you. I'm going to let you know that You're definitely going to get the help action from either Lady Tandrin, who's going to walk around with you a little bit, or Valen. At some point, she would have came up to all of you and just checked in. She also
Yeah.
was not on the list of people to come, and she just showed up.
And
'Cause
in
that's
that
Valen.
case, we'll do survival. So with the help action with advantage, that is going to be 22
Okay.
survival.
Would you let Valen know what you're looking for?
Yes, actually, Tooth is going to just briefly mention to her that he is concerned about people infiltrating this.
Perfect. She got a 40. I rolled a nat 20 with a plus 20 for her survival because she's a charisma bitch.
God.
We will deal with that part next session first before the meeting.
Okay.
Because that'll be another hour of combat that I don't want to do now. You definitely, between the two of you, with her 40, catch something that definitely needs to be dealt with immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I will come up with where and when that happens, and it might just be you and her.
Wow.
But you don't really have too much to worry about her. You've seen her go full shit. Whether or not she's going to do that, that might change the meeting too. But letting her roll with a nat 20 that gives her a 40, we're going to have a little bit of fun next session, and then a little bit more fun after I read this.
Nice.
Perfect. So Tooth and Valen. I might, yeah, we'll see. I will... It's possible your friends might be close. We'll let them do some... Actually, you two give me perception rolls, please. Sabryn's passive will catch this. I'm not worried about that. This is going to be loud, but that's fine. Okay, Talos. Okay, good. Well, how about a Francisco perception?
Natural 1.
Okay. So we have Talos and Sabryn. Let me roll one for Ben. Yeah, I took Ben off. Nat 20 for Ben. Everyone but Francisco. Perfect. Roll me a d4, Francisco.
That is another 1.
Oh, okay. That's how many rounds it's going to take before you hear it.
Ain't that bad.
But that's still hearing it. Okay. All right. So that'll be fun. I am extremely happy for that part. So when we get to the meeting, I will move us all to the meeting room. Just because I can. Nope, that's the intimate. The dining hall. Where everybody's seated. So, eventually, the day of the meeting, this is going to happen before. Are things going to happen before this? Tooth, next session? Okay. So this, right, what I'm reading now, your part's already happened. This will happen probably 3 hours before this meeting. So at some point, the Drow do show up for this meeting, along with the Fae. The Fae come on the back of a red dragon. They're being dropped off by a massive red dragon that you are introduced to be Baverth Thrax Kithrix. She is the guard for, give me 1 second here. Yeah, Bavertharax Korthrax. She goes by Bavertha Raz. She is the princess's guard. She's an ancient red dragon. She is massive. The clearing that the Lady Tandrin was making was for them to land. Lord Oberon, Princess Nixalia, and Nystra the Warded Eye are all on the back of it. When it lands, the Lady Tandrin introduces everybody. Mab's oldest daughter, the Queen Consort and the Green Lord, Nystra the Warded Eye of the Courtless, and Bavertharax. Baverth, you guys would almost recognize her. You only seen her in this form when you got the vision of the portal opening. She was pulling a massive tavern with kids inside last, before Mab finally came through after it was taken. This is the creature you saw in your vision. When she lands, the Lady Tandrin, she also is saddled for about 10 people to ride, and she wants to give all the kids rides on the back of her. So her entire time here is to just be friendly to everybody and let them ride her until the meeting starts. So it takes a lot, but I'm going to assume Sabryn is the first on the back for a ride on an ancient red dragon. So this is going to be a very big spectacle, and then the rest of them are going to be just like brought in. They're going to be introduced. There's a lot of walking and talking and stuff.
So I've just got the image of, that's interesting. And going to be quite a spectacle. And turning around like, what's the win?
Yes, almost immediately. So that's why she said they're coming in hot. Because Baverth is definitely going to give some displays of her fire breath over and over and over, to the amusement of all the kids and the detriment of all the families. So that's Baverth. And then the rest of everybody, eventually the Drow do show up. The High Priestess is there, Volo came, and Lilith came. They came. You'll find out next session how they got here. I don't want to spoil it. It's not going to spoil too much, but let's just say they didn't come above ground. And they were covered in blood when they came here. That's next session. So, everybody's here. The council, everybody's pretty much set up. It's set up to make it look like the councils on each side have their own. The king's given his own little area just to whine and complain. You guys are in. It's pretty much set up how it is there. So I will read our lovely meeting. MC is Alethir. Well, I guess I should get this meeting summit or whatever we're finally going to decide to call it started. Welcome to my home. And as this is my home, you are all my guests, so please act like one. There are many thoughts and feelings scattered about this hall on both sides, so remember that this is the first of many talks in the months or years to come. You act like children, I'll treat you as such. I assume you have all by now had a chance to read the demand lists at your table. And demand is such a terrible word, though, so let's call them highly important ideas and suggestions from both sides. At this point, the Lady Tandrin's going to interrupt and go, from all four sides, the Lunarans, the Winter Court, the Summer Court, and the Courtless. We are Fae, yes, but we are our own governments and need to be treated as such. Alethir just goes, from all four sides then. That's fine. First, before we open to the discussions, I want to thank a few people for coming and apologize to a few for not thinking you would like to attend. Mainly the Arcane Compact and the Dwarves. Neither of you have bothered to situate yourselves in what happens around New Luna, but we should have contacted you sooner. No one from Faerun bothered to come, but they have kept to themselves also. You're going to see 2 hands come up and say that they're actually originally from there and have been in contact with their leaders and will fill them in. 2 of them are from the Merchant Council, Anwin Larathal and Pelrin Quickwhistle. A few people grumble about this, but Alethir quiets them down. He just looks, you're going to see a couple books and scrolls and a bunch of magical pens out. He just tells them to add them all to the master list, please. Now, next, I want to thank the 5 individuals that helped bring us all here together. Our ambassadors. Almost everybody applauds. Give me perception rolls, please. To see who doesn't applaud you. Passive over 15 will get this. Passive over 20 will get you 1 more. Okay, 25.
Passive is already over 20.
Okay. You're good there then. Ooh, 24. Okay. What get Francisco get? You're muted.
Yeah, my bad. Freaking terrible.
Okay, that's all I need to know then. Perfect.
Yeah, I rolled a 2. I got 10. No,
Okay.
I got a 7, not 10. 7.
Okay, even better. Talos and Tooth plus Sabryn. The dwarves do not applaud. Half of the Arcane Council does not applaud. The 2 Drow guards do not applaud. And Nystra does not applaud. I know they are not who everyone would have picked for this job, but remember that they are also not given much choice at the time. It was just kind of happenstance that when the first Fae arrived, that these people were there. A bond was formed, and they were asked to help do something that they were not trained for. They still aren't trained for it, yet here we are. I know some of you haven't had direct dealings with them, but I can assure you they negotiate well. At this point, the Lord Darius stands up and shouts at all of you. With magic and weapons from what I fucking hear, they bully anyone who gets in their way and cause panic when things don't go their way. They've been cited looting, killing, and making deals left and right. That one was a pirate. That one was exiled. Those 2 were once dead and now are somehow alive, and that one isn't even human. From here on out, the council does not want them as ambassadors. You then see, sitting beside him, 1 very angry dwarf, sitting up, yank the motherfucker down, and punch him in the face. This is Bergrim Irontides. Or, let me get the name right, Brandon. Bargrim Embervane, the dwarf from Windkeep. He doesn't speak for all of us, and if he interrupts you again, I'll make sure he can't talk for the rest of the meeting. Please continue, Alethir. Missing a few teeth, he just kind of gets himself back up and situated. Thank you, Lord Ambervane. Like I said, they're only tasked with getting this meeting set up. Plus, they do get a say in this. What would all of you like to do after this? This is also a conversation I would like to have the girls for. Do you guys wish to stay ambassadors, or would you like to all have your lives back? Everybody's looking at you, by the way, now. Either way, I don't think anyone would have issues with you coming to the other meetings, ambassadors or not. Whether or not you are now pretty famous. What would you like to do? You don't have to decide now, you can decide after, but it's a thought. If you'd like to keep being part of this, you will be part of this. So basically, Brandon's asking if you still want to be ambassadors or not. If you do decide to be ambassadors for either side, that'll cut down to your 3 to 6 month leave that you're going to be getting, because you will actually have to have a full-time fucking job, and you're only going to be given 2 weeks leave. That's it. If you want to be ambassadors, you do the job. We'll decide that after. but this is what they're technically asking, whether or not you want to continue being ambassadors. You'd actually have to be trained and fully do it, which would change a few things for our campaign. But I'm going to leave that on you. Well, we'll decide that later. Unless anyone else has something to say beforehand. Most people don't. Lilith does. You see Lilith walk toward the center of the room and say, let me move her to the center of the room. Right here. Beforehand. Yes, that is a nice way to put it, Alethir. Before we start, I have been tasked by the matron mother to make sure her grandson, she points at Francisco, and more importantly, the father of her niece, live through this meeting. She then walks over to you, Francisco, and gives you Death Ward. Just in case. You never know. And, where'd I lose myself? You also see Volo and the Priestess spread around and give the rest of you Death Ward. Secondly, I must insist I see a show of hands. Both of them. Ungloved, unchanted. I've smelled the same magic once, and I'll never forget its stench. One or more of you are not who you say you are. You guys missed a couple nat 20 opportunities today for a couple people. I am sorry. Anyone who tries to make a move or tries to cast anything will suffer the consequences. And I mean anyone. She's staring at everybody. Alethir then quietly says, I hope you know what you're doing, which she immediately reprimands him, going, Sage, shut it. Can I have perception rolls as everybody starts to unglove and lift up their hands, please? I need to roll for...
Nat 20.
Sabryn?
10.
Oh, of course you did. I got a 26. Beautiful.
Oh, no. Tooth will now find out that Francisco was not Francisco.
So everybody but
Francisco is
got
Talos?
over a 25. There's other people that noticed this too, but that's fine. One by one, ever so slowly, people start showing their hands before chaos erupts. You see from the rafters an arrow pierce one of the Drow guards' heads behind Lord Darius, taking it from the shoulders in a small localized explosion, blood covering the others around him. Shadows from a gloved hand of the Drow rise, then fall. Lilith strikes out towards another merchant council, one Captain Halric Thorn, who dropped a gauntlet on the ground and was mid-transformation into a werewolf blood hunter. The shadow from his hand reaches out to cover him, but fades into mist. Your nat 20 got you the person above you. Then 26 Talos also caught it, same with Sabryn. Everybody, Francisco sadly sees a lovely little halfling, strawberry-colored hair, sitting on the rooftop of a rafter. So you all see Strawberry Lily, but Francisco does not. Porthos did say he had people watching. I need 2 people to roll me percentiles, please. You want 51% or over. Yeah, D10 and or 2 D10s. We use one for a D10 and the other is the just single digit. I'm gonna sound it good.
11.
Ooh. Okay. Alright, this will be fun. You see the second Drow guard reach back, try to undo his gauntlet, but it catches with your 70. And you see immediately from Volo something shoot out and just annihilate this Drow, just like splatters to dust. You then see Calathir Moonveil of the Arcane Compact reach up and take her gloves off. She's got a tattoo on both hands, which she claps together and merge. And from her, you see this creature emerge that she gets transformed into.
Ugh. Oh my
It
god.
is gargantuan in size. Fills the room to the point where Strawberry Lily's looking this thing in one of many eyes. And then you just hear Alethir clap his hands, and the lair action hits. But at least it's on your side again. So next session, we get to fight a cosmic horror.
We,
Yeah.